Hello and welcome to Curry Cup. I'm Aaron Curry. This is my cup. With me tonight are some of my favorite people to ever share the mic with, Captain No Fun and Kopi VT. How we doing, fellas?
Hello, it's an honor. It's my first time at the Curry Cup, but I will say that the cup be runneth over with this amazing Grand Blue action, and I'm super thrilled to be back in the booth with Kopi.
Yeah, I can say much the same. And first week back from Evo, we got people invigorated by the Evo vibes. Saw Koji get back-to-back Evo championships. We saw another Zayn moment in top 8. Fun times.
Yeah, definitely showing us the power of the Beatrix. I always say that Evo is kind of like the New Year's Eve of fighting games, where everybody, instead of going to the gym for their New Year's resolutions, goes, "Man, I need to start playing fighting games again," and they just hop into the lobbies.
We do be playing this game.
You do be playing those games. I started picking up the sticks too again, just keeping things warm.
Who do you play in this game?
Luane. I love Luane. That
tracks.
I just do far B ultimate awesome sauce and just be like, I'm playing neutral.
Teehee.
Teehee. Just this.
Before I let my lovely commentators get underway with tonight, I do have one thing to say, is that later on in the evening, after our top 8 break, or if we don't take a break and we just keep on rolling, before we start top 8, I have a pretty big announcement to share with everyone. I told these two what it was right beforehand, and it's this might be the dumbest thing I've done regarding like running a fighting game event, so it'll be funny.
It's funny and dumb, or dumb then funny?
It is. Yep, boss man, you got it. I'm pregnant. I'm Pargenat, man. I'm pregnant.
I thought you were pregnant.
I'm pregante. Alright. Starting up, you're going to be seeing something new. You have Sukanoe, who is on the Versusia. But Wings said, I'm pulling out the 3-day-old Grimnir in bracket.
Yo, so, this is the best time to start uncorking stuff, is when the bracket is new. And like, you have to get your first tournament someday, so why not make it the Curry Cup?
She literally said, yeah, prepare for my 3-day Grim. I just learned the 50-50 today.
Do it!
And then you have to play against Versusia, who has very good tools for keeping Grimnir at bay. Enjoy.
I'll definitely have more. I'll enjoy it more watching it than fighting it. But this is definitely a battle of mobility versus hyper keep away. Would you say, Kopi?
Yeah, Versusia could definitely play a hyper keep away style against Grimnir. You got Nimbus, you got Anidia. Her fire buttons are really good.
Go up to the start, playing at far range here. Versusia goes ahead for the dive and a little bit of neutral skip, lands the first throw, and we're already stuck in the left corner.
But running right underneath Wing, and that's a decent spot dodge. But yeah, Versusia, Samsara, not something you can punish.
I do like our Grimnir playing it patient. You don't want to be charging in, but you can only stay patient. And oh my god, we get ready to catch the buttons already. One more on the throw loop, first to use the BC, and already we're engaging in the mid screen. Finally, we're out of the corner.
That might just be a slight unfortunate. Oh, the projectile fold runs out. That's so lucky for a Wing. He's able to get his corner situation started. Needs to convert it into a knockdown for Seal, but it's not going to happen.
My god, look at that conversion, and because of the stack, we're able to keep going. And now, one more interaction away for this round to start. Rather lengthy one at 20 seconds at the mark. Great jumping. We still can take this.
Yeah, there's absolutely a world in which Grimnir just kills you from this amount, but you have to not get shipped out first. That's the big question. And once... Oh, that's unfortunate.
No,
wait, you had a steal!
No! Ultimate Skybound Art will kill it. Will do as much damage as possible, but still, one more interaction and we're one touch situation. There's the touch.
It's unfortunate because if Wing used that seal before the SSBA to do another triple attack, that throw would have killed. Unfortunately, though, got just sniped out of the air. Versusia, one of the scarier characters to try and jump in on if you don't have your air stalls ready.
I mean, Versusia is just big, great normals, great keep away, and not to mention the conversions. And already we see a much more active start from our Grimmer player.
Yeah, Wing able to get U-Seal set up. Still 2 left to do whatever you want. Yeah, and the AEX Tornado, you just respect it. Take the throw. You have the life to do so. And you Nimbus to get out of the corner, swap the sides, and start pressure. Instead, you get crossed over. These two do not want to stay in the corner for 1 second.
Okay, looks like we have a little bit of a corner drop, still continuing the pressure. Versusia, this is where things don't go really well for a Raging Strike. That should already stabilize the combo and even up, especially when we double down on it. And there, like a double-double from in and out, we are being served another round, the final round of this first game.
Yeah, I mean, Sukinoue tried to go animal style, was expecting that blocked column, but unfortunately, Wing spot dodged it. You cannot press your advantage there. There is none to be had, and this is just a repeat. We reround the VHS tape. We were kind.
Nope. Be kind, rewind. Are we going to get a playback of Versusia's previous victory? But no, already. What a jump in. We still have 100 meter in the deck. I don't foresee a Skybound RTD used one more time. This is why I'm on commentary, because sometimes I'm wrong.
And yeah, do not jump out of the corner against Grim. Bro has a 2H that rivals Geese 3C unnerfed.
God, that thing is just it's just a wall. The character's holding a lance, pretty much. The entire place is a no-fly zone.
Yeah. The big thing that always gets said about Grimnir's 2H, it's not wide, but that thing is tall.
Much more aggressive start. I like the adaptation. Definitely seeing passivity be replaced with aggression. Both these players go in, and again, not wide, but tall.
There's a 2M disgusting button there from Sukinoue, able to take you full screen. Now Wing is finding it a very difficult position, similar to the very first round of the set.
Versusia, you got to be very careful what buttons we whip from the crouching one. The 2M has doing a great job in converting. Oh, you can see them going for one more time, which is why Wing took to the sky.
A little bit of column damage. Nice spot dodge, but it was late on the Samsara. Able to punish with the throw. You just gotta have that muscle memory react with UDP.
Let's keep it going. Sukinoue with the round start victory. Dancing in, and now Wing put themselves in the corner, but hey, we're Grim. We can fly right out, right?
Absolutely. The whiff throw going unpunished. And the 2L bash from Sukinoue is going to free from the corner and go coast to coast once more, as is the right of Versusia's everywhere.
Yeah, Versusia, big lady with big corner carry potential. Oh, the jump back! But we were still too far for the Raging Chain. But hey, we're Versusia. We can get it in one more time.
Oh no, the Ab Psycho Crusher was punishable, but the punish was not there fully. No Raging Strikes, the reaction SSBA, but no, too far away. Projectile invulnerability ran out. Sukinoue is tied up at 1-1.
One game apiece. Yeah, Sukinoue was just great wherewithal. I do like what Wing was doing with the callouts, but we just weren't having the right distance. And I do feel like Sukinoue is winning the distance game, especially with that crouching B.
No JU gets it. It does not kill the projectile like you think it does. And here is on a massive conversion from Nimbus. Just getting all that corner position meter almost at 50. Overhead unblockable with 5U.
Sukinoue tries to use the column to interrupt. Grimir goes ahead and gets a button in. You can see how Wing is dancing in that one. There's that 2H one more time. The wall be up. You gotta be very careful how we Psycho Crusher. Last time Wing got mashed out. And this time, second time history repeats itself.
Yes, it does. And this time, though, close enough to the corner for Sukinoe to get the full extension. Almost not to put 5U stock back online. So that might be a little bit of a tough situation. Tries reaction at SBA and is able to get it this time around.
We're finally out of the corner. We had to spend a little bit of resources. Wing is going to have to play a little bit more polished, but again, getting punished on the dive-ins. And that's all they wrote from Sukinoe for that previous round. Set points.
Suddenly, Dutch.
You're God dang it, Curry! Just like God
I was muted for that. I told Captain No Fun it's first 3 because welcome to my hell. Tee-hee.
Right now, though, Sukinoe might just be making it quick to get to game 3 because right now Wing is suffering. Big risk taking a BC off of
but the spot
Explosive.
dodge! The spot dodge off of the projectile. What I'm really digging, Kopi, is Sukinoe's punish game. They're identifying when to dodge, what's unsafe, and making sure that not only we're taking our punish opportunities, but using it to their maximum effort because we are Versusia. This girl be dumping damage.
There was also
Yes,
a
she
really
does.
unfortunate bit that shows how new Wing is to this. Wing made recovery even worse by doing the throw follow-up to make it go faster after we spot dodged. So we were especially dead.
Here's the dash light pressure. Classic Grand Blue goes for the throw mix-up. Standard pressure. Let's see how Versusia handles it with the cross-up. BC is blocked. That's still going to be really good for Sukinoe.
Yeah, and you do not air block the U pillar. You get air unblockable from essentially full screen away. However, Wing, unperturbed, is going to be able to either set up seals or SBA, opts for the mix, try and get first, guaranteed kill next combo.
Both of these people down a single Brave Crystal that will amplify damage. A little bit of, oh my goodness. I believe this is dead, Kopi.
Yep. That's the counter play. If you find Grimnirs are sending a run up into seal, run up air seal, just 2H them. Just make them hate their entire existence.
Protect the skies, as they say. We playing a little bit more passive until now. We're turning up with the dash lights. One more time with the run. Mix up with the mash jab. Finally finds the hit confirm, and we should be able to get a lot more damage. There's the seal. Mix up, and still does the standing light.
Lock in the new div is Wing. You didn't even need to go that fancy with the seals. You just needed the raging
Just
strike.
win! Just win, right?
Please, I know it's boring. I know it's painful to just do raging strike, raging chain when you can do the cool stuff. Sometimes, just be boring.
Wing, one round away from tying this all up. It's been a pretty back and forth set. Remember, remind me, Wing has a 3-day-old Grimnir, correct?
Yes.
Wing's
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah, this could be a Ludwig situation for all we know.
The far age able to just snipe Wing's approach. Those seals a football field away. Looking nice. Will you get them? You tornado stops EX Samsara. And suddenly, everything's coming up Wing.
Wing needs to clinch this round in order to tie up. First, the 3 situation, as informed by Mr. Curry's personal health. Cycle Crusher, well spaced out, blocks it. There's the BC to make sure we keep going. And you can see how Wing is really favoring mashing jab on Oki.
Yeah, it's actually pretty nice. You outspeed Versusia as Grimnir. And of course, you can never forget level 4 Far H as a really good match. But you are so close. That fireball immediately reaction SBA'd and scooped up with the throw for the set. Noah 3-1.
Sukinoe 3-1. What I really liked was that final pressure string. You could see that Wing felt comfortable in the pressure string. However, Sukinoe was waiting for that fireball, the longer gap to slam in that super, and ultimately take the set.
You can definitely tell it's early on Wing's Grimnir, but the makings of a very strong Grimnir are there. Can say that confidently at the very least. Uh,
I
Might just need
agree.
to do this thing, kind of like Galleon, just press far H a little bit more.
There's definitely the building blocks, as you said, Kopi, were there. We were seeing knockdowns, we were seeing the corner setups. I do think that when they did have Oki, a lot of the choices that Wing was making was just meaty jab when we weren't threatening other options to make our opponent guess. And a lot of the set was just decided on Tsukino just down backing and waiting for Wing to do something unsafe.
Yeah. No, it could be a good strategy, but like you mentioned, there just wasn't enough mix represented to make Sukinoe anxious and start forcing situations that Wing crafted. That is honestly, to be real, the hardest part about playing a character of a set play variety like Grimnir tends to lean towards once he gets his pressure started. So you have to craft situations against opponents who inherently don't need to do anything.
Yeah, like what Grimnir is one of those characters where it's like Grimnir is definitely that character. It's like, okay, when they hit a button, I'm ready. What do you do when they don't hit a button? You have to then kind of reach into their brain and feel like, are you the type that's just gonna down back and not check your footing? Are you gonna get thrown? What about cross ups? It's a very frustrating decision. I mean, place to be when your opponent keeps just doing nothing all the time.
Yeah. And speaking of doing nothing, we have Junior Jam, who is not clicking ready up. We want to see Versusia number 2 versus Luane, which I know you will be happy about.
Yes, I'm always happy to see Luane. Luane is a rather meter hungry character. Most Lil Waynes opt to just use Ultimate Awesome Sauce, Bro Wheel, as opposed to the Human Pyramid, which seems to be more like a general checkmate finisher move as opposed to big combo dump.
All right, there we go. Junior Jam finally found the
Versusia, another. We're just going to be swimming in Versusias, Kopi.
For better or for worse.
So Junior Jam, at this point, you're basically waiting for your 50 meter. That's when the Luane match tempo starts. You threaten so much, or the knockdown. So,
speaking of, I'll just eat a little bit to send the laser to stop Scarlet from doing anything. And it's time to go, and the blender gets caught trying to press out. Yeah, we're just gonna keep resetting. Oh, we did it blow first. The classic mistake.
We get the cross up. And you can see Junior Jam definitely playing a little bit more aggressive, using the double raging strike to just cinch it in.
Back, and one of the bros still lived.
Is Junior Jam from SoCal?
I believe Junior Jam does play SoCal.
Yes, now I remember.
It's a weird Venn diagram of Luane players that also play Soul Calibur. Of course, you have Incendiate, who's one of the
when I
best
say
Soul Cal players in the world.
as in Southern California, the name strikes me familiar.
Yeah, Junior Jam is SoCal.
Yeah, I saw them at Game Lab months ago. Here's a Raging Strike one more time, and this is one of the few contextual times we get the Human Pyramid actually comboing, and this should be able to kill. One, just cinch it in with the Coral Circle forward. Oh, we don't even need to. We're just going to go for the overhead finish. 17 chain. Junior Jam doing what Luane does best, mix you up in the corner.
Yeah, into I have 0 combo limit. Let's go. No, we don't jump like that. Not over the missiles. It is just you have to hold down back for most characters. It's sad, but it's how it be.
forced to use the BC. Excellent jump in from Scarlet. Okay, good follow-up into the corner.
5U and immediately parry. Your plus frames mean nothing. And what is a ultimate skill to Catbot missiles?
Already wake up human pyramid?
I mean,
we
yeah,
just-
if you get the hit, you kill, and this is an exact situation.
Yeah, I like the use of the whiff, and it is extremely difficult to come out of that super unscathed. So I don't fault Scarlet for falling victim to it.
Yeah, it's a good super.
Dash in from Scarlet. Scarlet lands it big for against Junior Jam, making the damage pile on in these precious few hits.
And there we go. That's a really good check on the Catbot set with the 2M. Allows for a kill. Scarlet might be down, but not out.
Scarlet has getting that single round. It is a 0-1 situation, so Scarlet needs to take it. It's very hard to take rounds off your opponent, especially a pretty good Lil Wayne like Junior Jam. So you got to press the advantage or else it goes nowhere.
Tried to be a little too preemptive with pressing advantage and get fully set up in the corner. One bro coming. Lock the BC. Brave penalty is a massive boon for Junior Jam just kill anywhere on screen.
Here's the bro wheel. I do like how Scarlet is using spot dodge to just avoid a lot of Lil Wayne's pressure.
We're going back to Siegfried. That's what this is.
Siegfried. Been a while since I seen Siegfried.
Character is mad strong right now.
Yeah, Siegfried. No? I got debated? Okay.
Hey,
Stage switch, maybe, at the very least.
probably a little mental refresh. That happens a lot. Like sometimes you just want to stage refresh. Sometimes you just want to go to the character select screen. It could well be that they were considering the Siegfried, but went, nah, I'm going to go back to Lil Wayne because Junior Jam, not go back to Lil, go back to the Versusia.
Clash on the 2U and Scarlet just not ready for the advancing ability of Junior Jam to keep on pressing.
Side switch off the throw, get our stack in, but there goes the bro wheel. Haven't seen that all set until now.
Oh, the 668 log button chat, and the check was not passed.
Nope. Big button from Scarlet. Oh, there's that high-low mix-up with the running splash, but still, Scarlet showing that they're good on the block. The slide one more time, not really touch the missiles. You got to be careful. And yo, missiles to food to pyramid. Unfortunately, though, Junior Jam was stopped.
Immediately cancels out of it, though. Does not want to stay very long in the bros. Oh, no.
Big damage coming up, and Junior Jam, no Brave Crystals to their name, is only going to get exploded from that sequence from Scarlet.
If you only killed one of the bros, the other will freely punish. But Junior Jam
Clash.
just cannot clash with Junior Jam, it seems. Always one step ahead.
Big damage. Scarlet falls victim to the heavy awesome sauce. We're still in the corner.
I don't know how you have that confidence to jump over a Nydia like that, but Junior Jam a different beast.
Ultimate Awesome Sauce allows us to keep restanding our opponent, and that is quite the finish from Junior Jam. That should be 3-0. Junior Jam collected, calm, stayed in control the entire time.
Yeah. Just kind of showing some of the more annoying aspects of fighting Lil Wayne. Even though, as Versusio, we saw Asto be able to go from pretty far away to 6
Very
through
far
the
away.
boys. And Versusio has really good buttons on defense, able to contest some of Lil Wayne's more extended pressure. Like, we didn't see the Caballo setup come out, but honestly, I don't blame Junior Jam for not doing it. It's a little weak to Versusio, who can just mash on the cat bot anyway from that range. But Junior Jam was just always one step ahead, especially with a lot of those crucial clashes, which ended up very quickly snowballing into round wins.
Yeah, getting clashes off a slide, getting clashes in the middle. This was definitely not a, hey, I'm going to throw a lot of visual noise out there as Lil Wayne and beat you up. This is definitely a more well-placed opening, opportunistic Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
All
Still
right.
good.
You
good-
are going to be getting Tiempo versus GBH. I'm letting y'all know now, and I let the players know this, that I had neglected to factor in one little part of seeding, knowing this could be a problem. GBH is from Ontario, Canada, according to StarGG.
Oh, no.
Tiempo is from Mexico.
Oh, there's
The
an
two-
entire America.
The two of them has said that in the past when they played, the connection was not that bad, but I told him if it gets laggy, we're gonna just return to room, start a new, we'll join one of their rooms so the routing's better for them, and we'll go from there.
So Canada versus Mexico. America, sorry, we're just watching.
Yeah. But I mean, that's kind of how any brackets go. You get East to West Coast, you get Canada to Mexico. You roll with the punches. If you can't survive Canada Mexico connection, you won't survive an offline.
You got to have the bad ones. What good is testing your online metal if you don't scrap it up in the not as internet speed privileged regions?
Exactly. Not like you're playing at 3+ delay frames. All right, and then we see Tiempo immediately do the Beatrix thing, which is, I'm going to 6XL you, and you're going to deal with it.
Beatrix gets the throw. Riding free is blocked. Nobody has landed anything big right now, nor has shut down the ability of their opponent.
Well, this is where things get intense. The 2M finds a hit, but Riding Free, not the EX version, since EX Star Chaser on cooldown for the moment, but this is where things get scary.
Beatrix is so sticky. She could stay in your face for such a long time, and if she even whiffs a fireball, there's a Riding Free with your name on it.
Yeah, and speaking of having Riding Free with your name on it, you got counterpost? Enjoy dying. GG's shake my hand.
Well, we still got one more round to win.
Overhead triple attack. What was Tiempo mashing? That's the question.
Tempo pushing their opponent to the corner. GBH forever, stuck in no man's land. This is where Beatrix shine, and so many of Koji Koko's matches revolve around putting the opponent in the corner and just mixing them over and over.
Yeah. I mean, Beatrix excels at that for a reason. The Karma counter hit and the cross. Yo, you can cross over
man.
the opponent with dive kick and still combo?
You can.
I'm kind of broken.
Big cinematic coming up from GBH forever.
This is Delta Clock Beatrix. I mean, you don't have the life to really make Delta Clock do anything anyway, but you still... Never mind. We're just going to 5 you.
Wow. Just go for the universal option, right?
Yeah. When in doubt, just command grab your opponent.
Hit him with a headbutt. You'll survive it. GBH. Forced to use the reversal, drops the ball down, finally gets the teleport, knock down Thunderbird though. Oh my, we're still plus, of course we are, we're Beatrix.
Yeah, that's the age-old folly. You spot dodge something in Beatrix, don't assume you're plus, because 9 out of 10 times, you're not plus. It's just like Matera.
And this is why the character is so scary, wouldn't you say, Kopi? Her ability to just destroy their opponent in a single mix. Very few weaknesses, lots of good strength, lots of hypermobility.
Yeah, there's not a lot of answers to Beatrix other than just simply outplaying your opponent.
Why can't you just be a better player, duh.
Yeah. Like, there are specific counterplays you can do to Beatrix herself. Most of it is just knowing how your opponent wants to play and taking advantage of that. At the moment, though, GBH Forever is not being given many chances.
Nope, already one of their Brave Crystals is spent. Tiempo trying to be a little bit more softer, but hey, the dodge attempt was thwarted by GBA.
A beautiful, beautiful patient sequence there from Tiempo, allowing for another round and getting even further to leaning out the entire set. But GBA Forever is getting some big counter hits to start this round.
Beelzebub, hyper mobile, the most mobile character in this game with a proper dive kick and a teleport. Of course, the vacuum. We've only seen that until now.
Ooh, this is just before kill. No, is actually enough for real, for real.
Tiempo needs to get 2 rounds on the board. GBH Forever, first round's good. Can they get a second one? Can they get their own game? I like the stall into the dive kick. Great combo routing.
Get a lot of damage on the board. It's pretty solid on the meter as well. It has over 50. Brave point economy is looking good. GBH is in a nice spot. This combo is not going to mean too much, but giving Beatrix a second chance is not what you want. Thankfully for GBH, it's not lead into a terrible loss of life.
You know for a fact that was rather demoralizing for our Beatrix player, just because you tried to unload all the gaskets, empty out everything, and are still the losing ones in this war.
Yo, seeing the opponent run up, we just stick out the hand.
Oh man, Dash Light, Thunderboard, that's a Delta Clock. This is one of the reasons why Beatrix is so deadly. Her ability to extend her combos for much more. And now, Skybar out.
You are, in fact, dead.
Down! But still, you're down, but not quite out. GBH Forever has 1 round to turn it around.
We saw a rare moment there. A Beatrix player did not buff her riding free after Far H. You should clip that and keep it in your rarest moments in Grand Blue moment folder.
Tiempo Girls already going for the Skybound Arts, dealing a crud ton of damage. Just one more interaction, and that will be it. Tiempo Girls takes this entire game 3-0.
A fairly dominant set. Welcome back to playing in brackets, GBH. We love you.
I have unfortunate news for everyone here except Captain No Fun.
Oh.
So, I didn't super pay attention who I put in the 8th and 9th seed. I just go by strength, and I go by generally the player's strength. And Grisk has been kind of on a roll recently. And my first seed was Incendia. Which means that after Belfoy Boy and Greg, everyone's favorite, we are getting Lwane mirrors.
Yay!
Think of it this way, Curry. Incendia is coming to VSF the same as me. So that means Incendia's gonna have to practice the Lwane mirror because we're traveling to the land of the Lwanes.
Yeah, France is super Lwane.
They are?
Oh yeah,
UK is.
UK, okay. Europe is big on Lwane. It has Lwane's biggest soldier, Tunington. She
I think
goes nuts for that
last
character.
year there's like 14 or something Lwanes that went to that tournament.
Yeah, super Lwane heavy.
Yes! Lil Wayne Mirrors, come at me, bro!
But we do get a palette cleanser. We get Greg and Belfoy Boy, which I haven't seen Belfoy Boy in a hot minute. Welcome back as well. So we get Sora's and Anilla.
I thought people weren't playing this game. Nah, I'm sorry, I had to discourse a little bit.
They're just pulling a Yozo at us.
Every once in a while, I'll check my welcome channel because I have notifications for it. And I see Yoza join, and then he immediately leaves. Like, I don't want to do this today. It's like that's fair.
Now Greg just fishing with some sheep.
You can fish with sheep? I thought they graze.
You know, it's a secret technique that Greg developed.
Now, Belly Frog, obviously we're looking for the build those stacks with Sora's that builds up his durability. And of course, we are going to be using the Impact Knuckle to skip neutral and get in our opponent's face. So that's why Greg is playing a little bit more of a keep away Nelia.
Yeah, and the other thing too you have to worry about is you can't just use Mantra Ultimatum and build those stacks, or 5U to build Mantra Ultimatum stack against Anilla willy-nilly, because those sheep have very little recovery once the sheep's actually started traveling across the screen. You will get punished.
Alrighty, we got enough of our stacks. Belly Frog going ahead and activating the install. That is a big angry man, double roundhouse fangs, and this is why you want stories to keep the clothes on, because you won't be able to do that.
You Soras with close on still kills you.
No, I meant that type of combo. That specific one.
Yeah. And I'm hopping over. That's one of the good things for
Ooh,
Greg is to check Belfoy's reactions.
Roundhouse Fang for the ultimate, staying in our opponent's face with the dash lights, and I'm liking what Greg's doing. Hey, let me just use my resources to keep you away, especially with this the shepherd's pie of mix-ups.
Yeah. Greg held on to the sheep long enough to punish spot dodge. It was a little silly there. And now the lockdown. You sheep is so difficult to try and stop. But
It's okay,
Belfoy finds it.
We've got Impact Knuckle. I like what Belfoy Boy is doing, you know, recognizing the power of the spot dodge at that particular moment. We got 60 meter. We can close it out with one more interaction. Punch the guys. That is... Oh, no!
Welcome to most of your life bar going away.
No, but we didn't have enough resources.
Man, Greg. Get Greg out of here.
Greg's the best. Someone clip that, please.
No, don't clip it.
No, feed his ego.
One thing that I did like is that Greg remembered that heavy punch disguise is -1 on block, and you could see that they instantly started mashing, anticipating Belfoy Boy to hit some sort of button. The sheeps are definitely being a problem here, and as much as I don't like sheep cheese, I definitely like Greg's adaptation to be a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah, although you do have to be careful because Soras does take advantage of over-aggression very nicely.
Still though, Belfoy Boy is only on 2 stacks, already on the opposite side of the corner, and you can see that Belfoy Boy is doing a lot of those classic Grand Blue dash lights to try to make space and activating it, getting the heal, but you know, that's not going to be enough, especially when Greg's got all the resources in the world.
Yeah. Belfoy Boy thought that Greg was gonna just take a slower time, just try and ship out. Was not expecting Greg to just full send a run up and get the punish on install.
I think Greg's got the right idea. You know what? Don't really commit. Force our opponent to spot dodge. There's the impact knuckle. If Greg can play the keep away game, especially with these far Bs, then they'll have a chance of winning again.
Able to jump over and get a punish onto the U. Sheep unfortunately went for a throw to just not get the full combo awarded. Back to neutral we go.
And at this neutral range, that's where Belfoy boys, like, if they're in range of Dash Light, they'll do it. And you can see them going for the muscle counter, not really finding anything, building up the Sex Rat 2. Big impact knuckle, double roundhouse fang combo. And going in just to collect our plus frames. But then they eat the BC tax.
Brave counter away. And now this is the mix you're gonna have to hold on. Nerve gets a far out. And here goes the install, but too close once again.
And we definitely have the meter to close it out, and that was one of the reasons why Raging Strike is so good. It just stabilizes your opponent, lets you drill them, hit whatever you want, and as long as you got 25 meters, you can do it again.
If it doesn't work the first time, might as well keep going.
Holding out that counter, still has 2 stacks in. Up in the corner, went for the dash light, but still, Greg is landing something, not really getting any meaty, but at least gets the distance, and we're going to claim it with the run.
Oh no, that was just this time once again. Greg gets a full version, blocks the U roundhouse. The combo's out there though.
And look at this, is really, it speaks to the asymmetry of this matchup, Kobe. Belfoy Boy has to do such risky options as dash lights, spot dodges, just to try to have a chance of getting in against Neela, and one mistake will lead to a corner combo.
And this time it was the final combo of the game. Suddenly, Belfoy Boy sitting down, looking at a potential 3-0 loss. It is time, now or never. Put all your chips on the table.
And already Dash Light 1, this is the range that Belfoy Boy feels comfortable in, that Dash Light range. But still, Anila going in range 2. Bam. Here's the mix. One thing I haven't seen Belfoy Boy go for is just some sort of throw, giving our opponent some reason to do anything besides down back.
I mean, Greg has also just shown a very high proclivity to be proactive and being able to stop run-up options. Finally getting punished for it from Belfoy Boy. Just barely couldn't get the kill though. Lets Greg live for one more lease on life.
And not to mention, Greg has 2 crystals left where they can BC most options, but the spot dodge off of the charging sheep is going to be pretty bad. However, Belfoy Boy is a sturdy boy.
BC, and we got Chip out and goes for it, but just lands the move in the first place. Who needs the chip?
Who needs chip? Especially when I don't have dip. Heavy impact knuckle. There's the muscle counter for the first time though. If you notice, chat, Belfoy Boy hasn't been able to be making these big stacks. We've always been sitting on 2, which really reduces Soraz's durability.
Yeah, the other big thing as well is just 5U not very valuable in this matchup. Have to be very comfortable not pressing.
And that's because what you said earlier, Kobe, Sheeps have a very quick recovery, not to mention Greg is content with far lights, far mediums. So even when we touch the big bump, man, we can't really get the, the puffer fish counter animation. Oh no! There's a tag in! There's a chip!
With that round, we have Raz coming on in with the raid. Welcome y'all. This is a top 8 qualifier for winner's side. Greg on set point to make it 3-0. There's the punishment for using 5U over to the corner. The anti-air is true.
And you can see how desperate Belfoy Boy is getting. They have been playing a rather grounded game this entire set. The moment they take the jump, they're going to eat the anti-air. Still, Look at Belt Boy. Finally, we got stacks more than 2. We're at 4. We're so close to the meter. We're looking for that 5, and we got it right now. We're looking for the heal.
BC, you're guaranteed, finally, for the 3rd time's the charm, is able to successfully install.
And this is what Belfoy Boy has been aiming for. Keep in mind, the first set, that's where Belfoy Boy got their initial victory, claiming their plus frames. When we got the install, we definitely got the download, and there's the patch update, as now Belfoy Boy has gotten their first game 2-1.
All just needed to successfully install without getting punished.
Great job from Belfoy Boy. And also, once again, welcome to the Curry Cup. Raz FGC viewers, all 11 with you. Pull up a seat and let's take the disguise, as now we're 2-1 with this top 8 qualifier. Again, you can see Greg peppering in this far normals, far specialist, just trying to make sure that Belfoy Boy not only stays away, but has to commit risky options that forces them to take huge, bad things could happen to them if they mess up there.
Saw that no escape. And then the close light counter hit is going to spell a lot of trouble. Punishes the 5U, not able to get the full confirm. No Raging Strike able to be buffered, and Chip is going to be on the table, but the U roundhouse blocked for the guaranteed kill.
Like, this is kind of like it almost feels like Emil is playing like a fencer type of character with how pinpoint and hyper specific the range is at this close distance. Oh, dash light to the confirm. Finally, we get the knockdown. Very good awareness on when Belfoy Boy wants to go for the counter.
They're gonna try and get a hop over the instant block just in time. Belfoy Boy was able to find the right spot, gets counter hit after in the corner. This is a you can't get hit now situation.
But we can get thrown. That will give Belfoy Boy one more opportunity to have something happen to them. Belfoy Boy still on 2 stacks, not able to get that momentum. There's a second throw, and pretty much you're in checkmate. Desperation, get that tiny little bit of life, get that install going on. Belfoy Boy, do or die. Oh, this might be do, let's die.
Yes, it is indeed. Belfoy Boy is just hanging in with the stamina of an Olympic athlete.
A man's resolve, Kopi. Holding out that counter. We don't get the stack, but we at least hold our position. Greg putting it to the middle section, and now we can see Greg is introducing the throws at such a pivotal moment.
Once again, setting Belfoy into SSBA range, blocks the Brave counter, gets the hit. Raging Strike is here for this time. Came in when it was necessary. And that is Greg claiming the set a little later than initially desired. It's all right.
Definitely appreciate what Belfoy Boy was doing, and Belfoy Boy is definitely the type of player that's not afraid to take a chance on themselves. A lot of players, myself included, will just sit, wait, and hope for the opportunity, but Belfoy Boy is like, nah, install. I don't care. I got 2 stacks. I got the meter. I'm ready to deal the damage. And it looked like Belfoy Boy was going to make a comeback, bringing it to the 2-2, but the zoning from Greg was just too strong, too hard to overcome.
Yeah. It is one of Sora's most notable weaknesses, is being just completely and totally outranged. There are characters, don't get me wrong, that he doesn't have as notable of an issue for. Characters like Galleon aren't as intensely difficult because there's one thing missing that Anila does have, which is a meterless DP. So when Anila is sending these longer range options, if you don't have the immediate counter poke timing, then you're liable to just run yourself into DP.
Thank you,
Not to
Incendiate. You're saving us.
What did it do?
Wait, unreadied.
Incendia does have a Catalina.
We're not doing the Lowain mirror.
We might not. Maybe. We'll see. No, we're doing it. We're doing Lowain Catalina. Taking the opportunity to not play that goddamn mirror. Sorry, Captain No Fun. You only get 100% of the Lowain in this matchup.
I only get this match is split like my shirt.
True.
But you know what? I respect Catalina does fairly all right into this matchup. I mean, also having a DP is good. Do the stocky tech, and also just has the ability to just poke out and keep Lloyd at distance, and that 2M is devious.
Not to mention, any character with long pokes has the potential to knock out both Sammy and Tommy in a single swing. But still, this is not a keep out. This is a stay in. Girl boss already. Skybound Art Super 23.
Girl boss, gaslight, gatekeep.
Gatekeep you from victory, Lil Wayne. Oh, one more touch situation. Sammy and Tommy finally being used, and a little too late. Grisk barely touching Insinuate. Oh my! There's that keep away you talked about, Kopi.
But you know what happens when your opponent seems to keep you down? You wake up mash.
That's it. If your opponent shows that they want to hit buttons, just hit the faster button. We're at
RH was not ready with the conversion. There it is. So finds another counter hit. He won't be able to kill, but will you take the chance on Yiggy?
We went for the roll. That was definitely a desperation roll from Grisk. It was I'm anticipating some sort of committed option. I want to roll, but Insinuate was just at the right distance and slammed in the right button. First game goes to them.
6XL catching. We're just taking slight hits here and there. Nothing too serious for Incendiate at the moment. There it is.
There's Sammy and Tommy. There's the 50-meter spend on ultimate. Oh, unfortunate drop of the combo. Not only do we lose advantage, but we lose the corner. And that's what you really want as Lil Wayne. But still, we're going to spend that meter. Lil Wayne be meter hungry, but Lil Wayne could easily make that meter back.
Many ways for Lil Wayne to get his meter back. You know, nice little hungry character.
And yeah, that's why the guy eats on rounds. And once again, finding ourselves success with the mash, but this time we get the round. Grisk feeling a lot more comfortable in the Catalina matchup. Definitely not letting our... Oh my god, we're just opening up with a dash light?
It'd be like that.
It'd be like that, yeah. Now it's starting to look like Grand Blue. Now it's starting to look like Lil Wayne. Grisk has 50 meter. That means we could be using it on a bro wheel or double Sammy Tommy. This is what we were talking about earlier. Catalina's ability to just swat both bros with a single swipe.
It's an advantage to be gained here. Needs to keep it going. Gets the throw. No escape. We thought we could press.
But still, the dash light one more time to the ultimate. Awesome Soft pops him up in the air. We're just going to go for standard corner combo. Spot dodge on the laser, but the dashing light one more time. We still have 70 meter, and we're going to spend it on the Raging Strike for a little bit of mix-up.
This was the perfect time to go for Yiggy, but is opting not to do it outside of range to punish Enchanted Lands. No Frozen Blade connection. Just go for Yiggy.
Or we're just going to go for the Mitsuru thrust. I know it has a name, but I just think of Mitsuru. Okay, girl?
We sit there, standing there menacingly with 5U, the light wall. It's a little too dark for that.
And you can see right now, Grisk is getting so much mileage off of the dashing light. Just waiting for the slower buttons from Catalina are being thwarted. Come at me, bro, to the swipe one more time. We should see the dash one more time. No, it's the bar B into the Awesome Sauce.
Enchanted Land, Frozen Blade into the Enchanted Lands, almost screen to screen. Opted not to go the route of massive spend, and that might actually work towards Incendiate's advantage. And yes, it does. A 2-0 lead has been acquired.
Yeah, we can already see that Plasma TV is yelling, "Start eating! Eat your food!" And
Big back mode
I
activate.
do think in terms of buttons, Grisk is rather aggressive, but we're not creating the visual noise just because of, well, Catalina is able to swat Sammy and Tommy out there.
Oh, Matt got the close 8.
Mashed once more time. The dash light allows Sammy and Tommy. Ooh, sends out one bro. Finally, Insidiate got caught. Preston Button's gonna get pressed on in the corner. Finish up with this double awesome sauce into the bro wheel. Hey, I got a set of Cutco knives I could use for my pyramid.
And it looks like Cat is gonna be the sharpening block.
Cat be the one holding the timeshare. Lil Wayne would be a timeshare salesman.
Wow. Not gonna get punished by the missiles. Finds the 667 to just sweep Grisk off the toes just a bit.
Ultimate opposite sauce one more time. Oh, we went for the jab reset? Interesting choice. I don't know if I agree with it. But we're mashing dashing light, Sammy and Tommy. No reaction for the button. And you can see Grisk smelling blood in the water.
The Frozen Blade going to just get this corner routing as optimal as possible. Trying to put Grisk into a situation, maybe force the HP out a little early.
Sammy and Tommy do their work, keeping Catalina occupied, and when she's not looking, Grisk steals that win, putting ourselves at 1-2.
It's only a first step upon a journey of 1,000 for Grisk. The 6-6H going to find nothing but air.
Still, though, we're not swinging at air with that far B. Our far B for the awesome sass. Sammy and Tommy whiff. Oh my! Dash to the counter. This is looking really bad for Grisk as they sit in that corner, and the Frozen Blade is opening them up for even more damage.
Yeah, this is not good at all. HPA probably kills you here, actually. Try and go for mix, but Incendiate knows these lines. Unfortunately gets hit, and HPA should be able to finish off the round for Grisk.
This should be able to kill, not quite in the meter. You better be very careful, Insidiate. Anybody could take this round. Grisk going for the reliable dash light, text the throw. Oh, just out of the range of the far B. You can see Insidiate inching away backwards just enough.
Grisk just had to go to the ender of HPA. It was not there, giving Incendiate the critical second chance necessary. And Incendiate, a player of massive skill, cannot be given these second chances.
Grisk again whipping the big buttons, allowing the Frozen Blade to connect. And look at the meter. Only a few more hits. We're going to have 50 more on deck, allowing Incendiate to just do one more combo to get the kill. Set point 2. Sliding in, and the great spacing from Insidiate. Remember, Insidiate does have a Lil Wayne. They know the spacing and buttons of what Lil Wayne needs to do, using the knowledge of my enemy to crush the enemy.
That means Incendiate joins Tiempo Grease, Greg, and Junior Jam as our winners side top 8 contestants. Which means the Lil Wayne is probably coming on out.
It is. Now that we're avoiding the mirror, I really like Incendiate spacing, right? We saw them dodge out the far B, dodging right out of the slides. And because we got a Catalina, well, she's got the buttons to punish at that distance.
Yes, she does. She can punish you from much further than you think, especially with you Frozen Blade to give her a combo as on top of everything else.
Yeah,
She
use
might not be
Frozen.
exploding you, but she's dealing 3 combos to you in quick succession.
Yeah, Ultimate Frozen Blade is such a pivotal move in Catalina's kit because it's just a reliable combo continuer since the opponent just is stunned for days. So you could pretty much do whatever you want.
Hi, we are done with our pools. Yippee!
Hey.
Which means that we will be going to a break before top 8, and when we get back, I got something kind of big to announce.
Yeah, this is
So-
going to be really good after the after the raid, Aaron.
It's
So,
not going to be quite ready by the time we're done with this broadcast, but I need to get it up as soon as I can. So y'all just stay tuned. Come back in like 5 minutes, and We're back. It's top 8 time. But first, we got something to talk about here. This is a little bit long-winded, so I'm gonna try and speed it up and get through this as fast as I can. This is a big project. So if you don't know, I'm from South Dakota, which means I grew up in Minnesota first. And the Minnesota FGC Discord, it does this thing every season, every 3 months or so. It's just a Swiss League. And what that is for 5 weeks, you sign up and you will play against people who sign up. You get 1 first to 5 against your opponent in your game of choice. And they do Persona and Street Fighter and 2XKO and Grand Blue especially. It's just a fun thing that Brian Overhaul from Minnesota does. This season, they are doing their side games. Games that are popular at their side game tournament. So they're doing Marvel and BlazBlue and Persona and Mortal Kombat. And I'm okay, that's fair. But there's no Grand Blue. And Brian's hey, if you want to run your own league, you totally can. And because I'm a freak who takes on way too much work, I'm I'll run a Grand Blue league. But then I do the thing where I get in over my head and I'm what if I did more? So I was talking to him about it. I'm well, I want to do one, but the community's kind of in a drought right now. We have to wait 79 days. 78 days, 10 weeks, 12 weeks until id comes out and 2.6 comes out. And I'd like to do something for the wider community. So I'm okay, I'll do one, just an open Swiss League for the Grand Blue community. But I'm connections are kind of a problem for a lot of folks. I don't want people to have to do a first to 5 from someone who's across continents. So I'm okay, I'm going to run a league for the western part of the United States and the eastern part of the United States. So US West and US East. That's 2 leagues. That'd be fun. But I'm I kind of want to do stuff for North America because I'm a North American TO. I allow North America to play in my brackets. And that's Canada and Central America, and that's Mexico. So I'm yeah, I'll run a Swiss league for US West, US East, Canada, and Central America, Mexico. And then I'm but what if I do South America too? South America's big, and I need to talk to those people. So I talked to Gyokurin, who's one of the TOs in South America, and Phoenix, who's one of the TOs for Central America, and Gabagool, who's one of the TOs for Canada. And I'm hey, can I put on a league for y'all? And they're yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be cool. So, yeah, there's a little category in the server called the Curry Grand Prix. That'll be filling out soon with 6 channels for 6 regions, 10 weeks of a Swiss format weekly first to 5. Now, here's the thing. I'm not streaming any of this shit. Are you kidding me? That's more than full time. That's my entire week, no sleep. The whole point of this is that you'll sign up for your individual region. You'll get paired up with opponents from your region. If you happen to be local to them, you can go to their local, you can play the set offline or play it online. Do whatever. You just have to play a first to 5 once a week on your schedule with your opponent. You could stream it. You can make content out of it. I don't really care. It's your set, your match. I'm just facilitating all this. It's not live yet because I need to determine what countries are going into South America North, South America South, and Central America. I have a list because I've been working with Phoenix and Gyokurin on this. But yeah, I will be looking at getting this started probably July 19th. So in 2 weeks. That will give enough time for the communities to get the word out and sign up if they want to play. As for the fact of, is there going to be like a top cut for the final people? I don't know yet. That's a lot of work. And I'm just like, I'm doing this just so we can all play the game and get together. I know that a lot of people are going to be moving on to Tokon, and a lot of people are going to be moving on to Avatar, but there are still people that play this game, and I still want to be able to support y'all, and I think the Minnesota leagues have been incredible amounts of fun. You get to play against people that you don't ordinarily get to play against, and you get to play with people in your region, in your area. Like, I get to know a lot about the Minnesota scene and the Midwest scene because they sign up for it. And I get to play against them in first to fives. So, yeah, I will get that up as soon as I can. It is just a lot of prep work. I want to make sure the numbers are right. I want to make sure the countries are right because, again, I don't want people in Brazil to have to play up against Colombia, but Colombia has a good enough time against, Mexico, but sometimes they don't, and sometimes Peru does, and I have to talk to Phoenix and Gyokurin about that as well. And I did think about further dissecting the U.S. into Midwest to make sure that the Midwest has their league, but I'm already doing 6 leagues. I'm already kind of pushing it. So yeah, I will let you all know what happens when signups will happen. I want to try and get it up before like the end of the week. I will probably get up on a Friday because I have Friday off for the 4th of July. And that will give us 2 solid weeks to sign up and get ready and play and explain everything for everyone. But yeah, 6 regions, 2 continents, 10 weeks of first to fives. Hell yeah.
Aaron, you're crazy. You're crazy.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun. See, here's the thing. That's actually not when you think about it, that's not a ton of work. That's just like an hour of data management a night. Like data entry. Because again, the way it works is you literally just have a channel to like report your score. And then I'll plug in your score.
What are you going to do for the finals though?
Top cut for like top 8 for each region. Then we'll work with folks to be like, hey, can Canada stream this? Can Mexico stream this? Can we get the community rallied around this thing? Again, that's all stuff that's in progress and in development. A lot of this is still in development. I'm just like, yeah, man. I will. You know what? I will. This is gently not safe for work in the sense of a lot of this is being fueled by the power of Adderall, which I recently got re-prescribed.
Oh.
So I am functioning as a human again.
I see.
Yeah, the past 2 years have been me without. After figuring out a year that, like, oh, this makes me function as a human. I love working for a job that has no health insurance. But now I have health insurance.
I see. So,
Yippee!
well, congrats on the development, Aaron, and we're all glad that you're using your newfound cognitive abilities for the good of the Grand Blue community.
The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma. Hey, let's play some Grand Blue. Asto says, Scarlet says, Curry, why have there been 2 Luanes in my path? Mess around a little bit more and you might get a 3rd.
So now I realize why Junior Jam sounds so familiar, because Junior Jam, I called their match over at Frosty Fausting for Scramble Heart City, and knowing that Junior Jam plays Scramble Heart City, it makes sense that they also play Luane.
Man, I need to play more Scramble Heart. I can't wait for that game to come out.
It's a great game. Simplified inputs, being able to DHC to yourself 3 times, even though you have less than 3 people. It's dumb. Paul intentionally made a D-Gen tag game, and oh boy, that game be degenerate.
See, I already like, what's the first one?
No love for you, like that one, right?
Yeah. Tough Love Arena. What am I talking about?
Tough Love Arena. Yeah. But the reason why Junior Jam, your name really popped up to me is when I was making my demo reel, your clip made it. So I've been like hearing your name nonstop because I keep calling out Junior Jam during the Scramble Heart City set. So I want to thank you for that amazing sequence because it helped me as a commentator. Thank you again. That was just like needling me. Like, why do I know this name?
Why is Greg not starting? I've blown the whistle. Greg!
Greg just wants me to add more and more stuff to my model, apparently.
Greg!
Also, give a shout out to Kopi TV, unrestrained by both the laws of reality and knowledge.
Yeah, he's not flush tubing today.
Does mean I think this works. No, it doesn't work. Dang, there was something I wanted to post, but it's unsupported file type. I'm sad now.
Thanks, Jesse. Anyway, top 8, yippee!
Let's
Junior
go one more
Jam.
time. Greg versus Junior Jam. And despite what people want, we're going to get more of the Luane. Now, remember, Greg did an amazing job playing Keep Away against Soares, but that was a character that struggled at that range. Luane is the master of neutral skip and fraud.
Yeah. Lloyd, once it gets to 50 meter, you have this thing called do not press the projectile ever.
We are talking about the bro wheel. Instantly will cancel out anything Anila throws out, but still, Anila's careful approach will put Junior Jam in the corner, and already we're mixing it up with the cat bot. 92 meter, we're approaching on that. We're well beyond that 50. Don't hit a projectile.
Oh, the sheep was not able to take out Catbot in time. Far enough away to spot dodge you, bro wheel, and that's exactly what you need to be doing.
Now Junior Jam so close to 50%. Greg takes it to the left side of the screen. Piling it on it one more time. Oh, went for the walk, and that looked like a throw.
Throw. Oh, yo! He still hit that high.
It is at a weird angle that avoids it, but here's the slide one more time. Catbot with the missiles. Austin Sauce still is blocked. Excellent defense from Greg, but still, come at me, bro.
That is a round. Hold out for Junior Jam.
And Junior Jam is, we don't see the counter used for Luane, but every time Greg wants to get the party started, it comes up, and now it's Junior Jam's turn.
We've seen Junior Jam effectively fight out of the corner before. Instant roadblock. That is Greg popping in on the sheep. There's the parry out.
Now, and you know Junior Jam is waiting for Sammy and Tommy because the ultimate bro wheel is going to force Greg to, commit to some sort of defensive. Oh no, Kopi, this is pretty bad for Mr. Jam. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, Greg is a known 2H'er.
That
You aren't
H
gonna
stand
respect
for hella damage. I'm from Cali.
To you just to kill both bros, but no punish from Junior Jam. So everything is all nice and even, but the spot dodge mal-timed once again. Looking like a repeat of the Belfoy Boy set.
DC not quite in range. Come at me, bro. Gets a quick knockdown. The sheep managed to absorb all but one missile. And finally, Junior Jam going to the food pyramid for a quick snap.
Oh, and
Early
HPA
food-
is going to stop the poke. It is going to be able to get a punish, but Junior Jam's going to take a very light, but guaranteed ender.
Now, we weren't really going for the Mario Party right there. We just, oh no, spot dodge gets eaten up. Cross up on the belly flop. Back away, double bro one more time. Making a little mix, and we've introduced the running heavy.
Press from Greg's gonna get punished, and there's a 100-meter HPA looking like it might just be sent on a random opportunity.
Double tech from Junior Jam, risky option. Triple tech from Junior Jam, spot dodge from Greg. Both of these people in lethal ranges, but Greg has 68 meters, the triple sheep. Here comes the flock, here comes the pain, and here comes Greg's victory in that first game in winter semifinals.
Held on just long enough to claim victory, and that's what you love to see.
Triple sheep is a really good answer. A lot of Amelia's options can be spot dodge, but when you just extend the projectile by 2 more sheep, then your opponent's going to be the one counting sheep as they could fall asleep.
Sheep on in, another big 2H. There's nothing to confirm with, so Greg just lets it go, and it's just completely sending a message.
And one thing that I'm noticing with Junior Jam is we are using the heavy cat bot for the missiles, and even though the belly flop, oh no, the 2H one more time. Greg is on the money with these.
At what point do you just stop jumping against Greg?
The point where it doesn't feel good. Heavy ultimate cross. Mixing it up.
I walk up and gets to 2U just in a range of that slide.
And now you can see Greg, Junior Jam was looking for health. That's why we're still eating, but whatever you ate there for meter, gotta hold that block, respect it. Okay, we got 50 meter, slide, double slide. Okay, what are you doing, Junior Jam?
A little interesting routing there. Greg BC and goes for the chip. That brave counter locking Junior Jam into singular fate.
Yeah, that triple sheep has definitely been the tool in Greg's arsenal that Junior Jam has not found an effective response in. Still, this is classic Lil Wayne. Sammy and Tommy have been spent. We got the double throw, and now 100 meter. Pretty much we could do whatever we want for the kill.
Yep. Might not even need HPA and does not need it to claim a perfect 7 golden letters to kick off a potential momentum swing.
The moment Sammy and Tommy are able to do what they want, and this is what Greg doesn't need. Lil Wayne in the corner mix up, got the side switch, corner to corner. We're just gonna run up. Are we gonna eat? Oh yeah, please have some food, okay?
We are not based like Tunington. We're not gonna use taunt. No parry this time. You have to be careful of you parry coming on in.
There's the side switch flop one more time. And Junior Jam already using the awesome sauce. Picks it up. This is the corner. I don't think Junior Jam will be able to get the... No, Junior Jam should be able to get the kill. Just enough meter. Whew. So clever. So close. So close.
Lil Wayne routing, pulling out dividends.
That's what we're just looking for. The moment Junior Jam is able to get out the gate, that's when things are starting. Junior Jam has foregone the bro wheel, not really the equalizer that we anticipated, instead saving that meter just for more solid conversions. Meanwhile, it's Greg using the more meter-hungry character with the triple sheep.
Yeah. I mean, Greg's not necessarily forced to use a lot of these triple sheep. What? Okay, 2H. I like the attempt, Greg, but unfortunately, these attempted counters are just pulling out nothing but pain, punishment, and suffering.
Pain, punishment, and pestilence. It didn't really apply, but I needed to give you another P word.
Thank you.
Crossover from Greg, still has the corner, 100 meter. Sending the sheep out, sending the flock. Here comes the herd. And now holding onto that corner, max meter one more time. The triple sheep is still on deck. Oh, goes to go.
Yeah. I knew it was an inevitability. You can't block it out, and you are forced to make decisions. And Junior Jam is just playing with house cash at that point.
This is what we were talking about before, how a lot of Lil Waynes opt to use their meter for specials. But at the same time, that was a checkmate situation. Sammy and Tommy got stuffed. Heavy ultimate sauce in the corner. The throw is a little bit too far away. The sheep a little bit too long lasting. And the spot dodge a little too on point.
Yeah. Tsuyu gonna get Greg out of the corner. The parry sends Greg back in, paying some rent. Junior Jam's gonna allow this transition back to mid-screen.
Ultimate off. Come at me, bro. Jump back. Not quite the option we're looking for. However, the dash light into the heavy awesome sauce is going to get some really good combo routing. And you can see Junior Jam trying to make that meter one more time. A little bit of mix-up. They hit, and the finish.
Yeah, it's that sneaky low, bro. Hits incredibly quickly. Will always hit before the overhead. The only times it does not do that are very obvious setups where Lil Wayne just takes to the sky and bros are like a million miles away.
And this is the thing. Junior Jam is now winning because of the fact Greg is spending more time in the corner. When Greg has to deal with Lil Wayne at his most BS state, Greg is not finding the answers to the test.
Yeah, it is looking like a little bit too much bitten off.
The ultimate bro wheel one more time. We're going to send it with the Raging Strike. And there's the second perfect of the set. Junior Jam with the adaptation. Remember how strong Greg's zoning game was? Well, if we just invalidate it, it's now Junior Jam's game.
Yeah, just keep holding forward. Press the W key.
Hit that 6XL. Forget the sheep. Make shepherd's pie. Knockdown. That's exactly what Greg needs. He gets the knockdown. Already we're going for a Raging Strike just to get some damage on the board. Force Junior Jam into the corner. Junior Jam will be using the counter, or in this case, use the bro wheel just to get out.
Junior Jam's effectively fighting out. Here comes Yiggy.
Yeah, we were expecting this in the previous sets, but you know what? Junior Jam's gonna play this now, and Greg's defenses are tested. Junior Jam managed to empty out the entire meter, but here comes the sheep. Bam! You got sheared, baby.
It really just do be like that sometimes.
Far pokes. Come at me, bro. Does stop the sheep. Doesn't really stop the offense from coming. No real conversion, but the belly flop gives us the corner. Another belly flop. Try it. A third belly flop. Get in your opponent's head. Classic. This is all she wrote, wouldn't you say?
Yep. There it is.
Junior Jam securing themselves in winners finals, top 3 placement guaranteed in Curry Cup number 49. What an amazing adaptation. The zoning from Greg has been on point. But as we talked about before, how do you zone the person who refuses to be put in any zone that is Lil Wayne?
I couldn't. If I could tell you, I would just move to Europe and start winning all their majors.
Europe, definitely the land of Lil Wayne and honey. Junior Jam showing us pure Lil Wayne degeneracy. I did like what Greg was showing us, though. Excellent pacing. The triple sheep was definitely the move that had Junior Jam's number, but then Junior Jam just decided to just put that move on the do not call list.
Yeah, and this is one time the do not call list actually functions.
God, do you still get robocalls? I don't.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I get them on my work phone even. That's the crazy part.
You're like, I didn't even give you this number.
Like the craziest thing is since I work for the government, they're robocalling the government.
Oh, that's bad.
Like, yeah, I totally have the power to, you know, give you money. Here we go. Incendiate. Still on Catalina. Okay. No, Wayne.
But Tiempo Gris moving on to Beatrix, Evo winning character as piloted by Koji Coco. Two dashes in and then a hyper aggressive start from Incendiate, but the riding free makes sure that we.
Oh, that is a massive DP block.
I feel like that was a misinput.
Oh, the throw is, but no punish.
Tiempo manages to force away in Thunderbolts. Second hit was spot dodge, but it doesn't matter. We continue the match, and finally, we land the first Skybar on art of the set. No, yeah, Koji Coco won Evo. Muriel.
Beatrix, piloted by Koji, back-to-back Evo champion. You did just have a nightmare, Mineral.
Frozen Sword, not fine. You can see Incendiate not really finding any of the openings they need. Going aggression against Tiempo. Tiempo forces the corner. Thunderbolt brings them out for the side switch. One counter hit and doesn't really believe, and they just jump out. Both of these players showing them each other an incredible amount of respect.
Ooh, advanced out of light wall just a second too early, giving almost the 50-50 cross under setup.
Good punishment. Okay, here goes. Frozen Sword combos. We talked about this earlier, Kofi. And now Incendiate pumping in that big damage, but the DP says no.
Okay, there's you Frozen Blade. Doesn't have a second one to get the good combo. Not going to be too sad about this result.
And Incendiate, what I do notice is once they have that left corner, they represent the throw option rather early. I do feel like a lot of our fighters kind of stick to the jab pressure a lot more. So Incendiate is telling you, you better get ready to tech or else I'm making 13 meter. Thunderbird in, use the BC to keep Beatrix away from them, dashing in. One more time, get those plus frames. But the DP, DP on light close range, so gutsy.
Yeah, unfortunately, it did not fully confirm our hit, so you get riding free blocked and punished.
Frame kill to Meaty, another Frozen Sword combo starter. Here we go, Incendiate putting in some pretty good damage. One more interaction for this. What did I tell you? We represent the throw early.
Oh my far age. Just gonna have Incendiate running on into it.
Backing away, this could be the Enchanted Lads territory. The far B was stopped by Tiempo. Dash light, use the BC crystals, get the side switch. The wall was invalidated.
Yeah, that wall do be a little bit of a risky business. Especially with life total that is just not there to play around with.
You know, 2 star chases to the riding free and the Thunderbird. I really am noticing that Tiempo is so Thunderbird heavy. They just love to use that as an approach from that range.
Oh, the close range counter hit. Tiempo trying to fuzzy tech.
Such big damage too, and unfortunately for Tiempo, Incinerate hasn't even dipped into their meter until now. Enchanted Ledge was stuffed in by the Dashing Light. Tiempo really has to make it work. No Delta Clock just yet, so the big damage from Beatrix is not going to be represented, but the Skybound Art will.
Making a lot of good headway. DP out of the corner. Incendia says that it's enough time that I have spent. You must force me there once again. Tiempo answers the call.
A throw from Tiempit as well. Star Chaser, get our frames, still hitting the buttons just in case we catch our opponent mashing. The rush and the Dashing Light was the faster button in this situation, and the Riding Free allows Tiempo to ride on with that second round. That's going to be 1-1. The much more aggressive Tiempo has finally found their footing, giving up the Riding Free and opting it for Star Chaser and Dashing Light.
And a Riding Free calls out the Frozen Blade, but Incendia, a stalwart defense, just pressing at every weakness Tiempo gives.
And Insidiate understands that they don't want to have Beatrix introduce the mix from the Thunderbird kick. So anytime we see heavy Thunderbird, you could expect Insidiate to BC that out of here.
Oh, this is going to be actually an insanely punishing conversion. Insidiate might actually just find the kill.
We got that routing down. 20 hits right there from Insidiate, putting themselves on another round. 1-1 situation. Both the games are tied, and only Insidiate has the slight lead.
It is just actually playing such a frustrating game. I mean, playing exactly where Beatrix doesn't want you to be, outside of far Star Chaser range, but then also, or closer than Star Chaser range, but also outside far H. There's not a lot you can do.
And also, since Insidiate is not exactly a fireball-based Catalina, that means Riding Free's advantage of skipping neutral to go underneath is invalidated because you're risking a lot more with that special. Dashing Light, one more time, going for the heavy far C. Confirming to Riding Free, gets the combo one more time. And this is where Tiempo feels really comfortable. Anytime they get that corner combo, they get the kill. They know their damage output, and they are labbing their rooting.
Oh, stood up the Riding Free that was just sent. Find some value, but EX Frozen Blade. And a trade of Brave counters. That's just how it'll be.
Pressing the advantage just outside of the Dashing Light. Tiempo gets the knockdown. Still, that's not the range we want, but that's definitely the range we'll ride in on. Thunderbird closes it in. No Delta Clock just yet. Still, here comes 88, 90 on the meter. Expect the heavy Thunderbird too. No. Ultimate Star Chaser gets the knockdown.
Flash gets the far out, did not confirm it properly, and this is a punishment that ends with the game.
Especially with no crystals left, that's amplified damage. Insidiate finally finds the opening, goes 2-1. And that's the type of Insidiate. They'll play patient, they'll whittle their opponent down, it'll be about even, and then Insidiate just rips any opening they got wide.
Enchanted Lands getting Riding Free, just you'll fall immediately to the DP.
Dashing Light hits that body bird. Thunderbird kick sends Insidiate to the corner. Will we see the light wall? Not quite.
S6L War. Tiempo's finally had enough. Decides I'm gonna be the first one. Likely going to end with SBA here. Yes. Trying to stack as much damage as possible. 5U does not kill, but just about.
Yeah, puts our opponent in hyper fatal range. That 6-6 light could have stopped, but don't worry, we have another combo follow-up as we mash the medium chain and get ourselves that much needed round. This is survival point for Tiempo. They need to take this in order to tie up the game 2 apiece.
And a big riding free counter hits the exact start you're looking for. Get to the corner, plenty of meter. Incendia has to be aggressive in getting out, finds the correct line necessary. So now we're just going to roll.
Yeah, Star Chaser gets a quick knockdown. Catalina with the DP doesn't block the DP of their own. Tiempo right to the middle of the screen, spending a little bit of that meter on Star Chaser, but the riding free is going to inch him towards the close to the corner.
Version, but Far L just counters straight outer range, and we're going to game number 5.
Yeah, the Delta Clock buff really came in handy, just giving Tiempo just that much more time in order to confirm that victory. 2-2 situation, winner semifinals. Remember, people are fighting for a guaranteed top 3 position.
No anti-air attempt from Tiempo, giving Incendia free value. The light wall counter. Enchanted Lands crushed by riding free.
That's
you
the
would hate
second
to see it.
Yeah, that's the second time this set. I overestimated this. Where I said Tiempo girls would not be getting a lot of use of riding free in the neutral, I'm wrong. I'll fill out my apology form now. Thank you.
You don't need to apologize unless Tiempo actually wins. Because Incendia is making the comeback in this round happen. SSBA not exactly there. It's now on a line. Do not get hit for either player.
And that's the thing about Sinue. They are not respecting the reversal capabilities of Tiempo. Every time Tiempo wants to throw that DP, they're landing. Oh, here comes the fireball one more time. Will Catalina throw a fireball? The dashing light could be death. Both skills clash. Whip punish off of the Enchanted Lance, and because of the long stun opportunities, the Enchanted Sword will give Incendia a set point.
Battle 2. Engage.
This is nice. Calm DPs.
Enchanted Lance putting Tiempo in the corner. We don't even need to worry about DP because Tiempo uses the riding free to bring us back to the neutral state. The BC puts them closer. Where's the wake up? We don't get a wake up. Instead, we got a counter hit. Huge, big damage on display. Kobe, what was that?
A masterclass.
A masterclass of conversions. Incendia defeating Tiempo girls with the mother of all combos. Excellent, excellent, excellent adaptation from both fighters in a set that went to game 5.
Yeah, and that means Incendia and Junior Jam will be winners final. So much like the top 8 qualifier between Incendia and Grisk, it's going to be a Lwane versus Catalina. But before that, we got to hop down to the loser side where we've got Scarlet Sukinoe and then Belfoy Boy and Dragalia. Looks like we're starting with Scarlet and Sukinoe, who Scarlet already said not going to do Versusia Mirror, hates the matchup. Immediate Siegfried pick instead.
Sukinoe, we saw them earlier in this tournament doing a great job with the Versusia, so it's great to see them again. They might be in the lower bracket, but they're still in the tournament.
Waiting for the room join, and of course, Scarlet first came onto the scene as a Siegfried player, switched to the Versusia, has been on that character, and will be back on Siegfried because mirrors sometimes are yucky.
It sounds like you don't like the mirror. Am I misreading the situation, Kopi?
I'm not the biggest fan of fighting Versusia.
Oh, wait, Aaron, you trying to say something?
I was going to say, I just kind of said it in chat, and I'll say it again. I meant to put this at the end. We got Curry Cup 50 next week, which is kind of big. And I was going to throw $50 at the pot. Yeah, we're having a pot next week.
Yo, that's enough money to buy Avatar.
I haven't had a Matcherino since like the beginning of May. This is like a one-time deal. Imagine it, Avatar Legends Curry Cut to Dog. I'm literally running a Grand Blue League for 10 weeks. No.
You know what? You know what $50 also gets you?
Wait, is it the Humble bundle, the Humble fighting game bundle? Is that
No,
still
That's
around?
$20.
It's
But-
two
well-
36 cases of Dr. Pepper from Costco.
Oh, I could go for some Dr. Pepper right now.
It's just under 3. Sales
Hey.
tax means you can't get 3 cases of 36 Dr. Peppers.
Can I do a weeb confession? I never cared about Dr. Pepper until Steins Gate, and now I drink it a
Oh.
lot.
Okay. You know what the
See, I'm
you know
just
what?
Texan, so it's
Every-
water to me.
Every time someone mentions Steins Gate, I gotta bring up the funniest thing ever. On the back of the Blu-ray box for Steins Gate, it has a critic quote that says, the series is like if someone taped over the Big Bang Theory with Donnie Darko, and I think that's the funniest thing in the world.
Dude, that critic knows their sauce. All right, but
Oh,
let's get to the match of Scarlet versus Sukinoe. Siegfried, both of these characters have big buttons, except that Sukinoe, playing Versusio, is doing the keep away, while Siegfried wants to stay in.
Nice spot dodge on the Verdrangen. And the 2 you whiffed, but not punished.
Yo, Kopi, did you labbed out all the German names for Siegfried?
I took 4 years of German in high school.
Look, I only know one, and that's the Orkin, so more power to you.
Battle 2. Engage.
But I don't know them all by heart. I can pull up the dust loop and I can say them in German as they come by. Oh no, not the 2M. Not the 2M into Archon.
And Siegfried, big buttons, big damage, just a reliable kit, reliable damage output. But Versusio's got a little bit of tricks of her own. Anti-air shown by Scarlet. And that's all they wrote.
Oh no. Why are we the way that we are?
Human nature. Human nature.
Oh,
Tawny Darko. Big Bang Theory was taped
it sucks.
over
It sucks a
by-
lot.
Victory.
Wait, you don't like that quote?
No, it sucks. It sucks a ton.
Is it that? It's because you like Steins Gate, right?
Yeah, I like Steins Gate. I wouldn't describe it as that.
I wouldn't. No, I said I love the quote for its
Oh, Jesus.
ingenuity.
DP baited.
Thank you, Kopi, for keeping us on task. No full conversion, spot dodge on the fireball. Again with the downward strike. Scarlet is doing such a good job staying in Sukinoe's face.
Oh, not the close age mash. Oh no.
That's big damage. RB, Orkin. You can just see Scarlet just unloading the entire arsenal. All the heavies.
That's far enough to punish Nelanov?
I guess it is.
Okay.
Battle 2. Engage.
Huge crossover opportunity from Sukinoe. Now Scarlet has to hold on to this pressure in the corner.
Oh, the dragon going to get counter hit by you and Nydia, and that's going to be all she wrote.
One game on Sukinoe. Scarlet is getting a little too offense happy. Remember, this is losers round one. Someone will be go. What are we doing, Kopi?
We are swinging for the fences,
We
reaching
are.
for the stars.
Scarlet is like, I play big sword character, I will swing it.
Uh-oh.
Jump up situation. Will we be seeing the down strike soon? No. Run up heavy counter hit from Scarlet. You know that's going to feel really good, especially since we're going to spend the meter for this kill.
Battle 2. Engage.
You can really see the gears turn in their head. Scarlet's like, I'm going to be pressing all the buttons. I don't care what you do. If you get hit, that's a you problem.
Oh, and is able to get the kill just enough. Scarlet up 2-1 now.
This hyper-aggressive Siegfried is really proving to be a problem for Sukinoue. However, big buttons means big whip opportunities when they miss. And Sukinoue taking him to the corner. Throws down the pillar one more time, drops the stack. But the cross up from Scarlet.
Nimbus on in and gets the 2L afterwards. Scarlet standing up and can spell some quick doom.
We're going to have to put ourselves into a situation where we needed one more hit, and that overhead finds it. And Sukinoue managing to stop the relentless offense of Scarlet. We're up around. Can we get that tie? Looks like your German has been friendly critique, Kofi.
Aren't you supposed to conjugate or add endings onto the adjectives depending on the gender of them? That's what I remember from my German teacher.
Far B into the quarter circle forward. Excellent patience, but see Scarlet unfortunately swings into the 2H and Siegfried's tall but not wide hurt box. Oh no, Scarlet going ham! But the far limb for Sukinoue gives him a chance. Do they have the routing to get this closed? And I definitely think they do thanks to that raging strike. And Sukinoue ties it up. Another game 5 situation, loses round 1.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
There's the DP from Sukinoue, charges in. And Scarlet, are they going to keep this hyper-aggressive offense? They will. Orkin is blocked. Sukinoue, cold and strong with the down back. The fireball still keeps him right on the floor. You ain't going anywhere. You can't leave this corner until the pillar comes in.
Oh. Sukinoue finding a confirm. Gets the throw. All right, one more setup to kill. Oh, trying to go for throw, but throw protection still there.
Scarlet still. Both of these people one hit away. The fireball chases down. And you can see Sukinoue went for a button, but Scarlet goes for the invincible DP, understanding that Sukinoue was going to do something to get that kill. And now, Scarlet, set point. DP, jump up, cross up. Sukinoue Good spot dodge, no real opening. Still letting Scarlet out of the corner.
Oh no, the DP blocked. This is not what Scarlet wants to see, giving Sukinoue huge chances.
Sukinoue has all the momentum in the world. They got 94 meter, but so does Scarlet. Scarlet 100 on deck. Here comes the super. Did it too early and allowed themselves to get punished by the fireball. Such an unfortunate drop. Scarlet sensing an opening, not needing to fear the damage, but Sukinoue still has the stack and piling on the damage.
Nelanov trying to get in the 5L anti-air on the way down from Sukinoue, but no conversion to kill, and the U-pillar cinematic just before getting hit by Nelanov, taking that round. Final game, final round.
Final round. That's it. Do or die situation. One of these people are gonna go home. Scarlet has definitely been taking the gas off their offense and going full octane now, but Sukinoue responds with aggression from aggression. Sukinoue looking really good. Got the stack, got the meter. Can they get the hit?
Tries to back off to Shimmy, finding just the 2L as punishment. All right, now Sukinoue, driver's seat, and retains the keys with the reaction SBA. Clearing out the set over Scarlet. Versusia moves on to fight Greg, piloted by Sukinoue.
Meanwhile, Scarlet is going to have to take their car and go home. It is closing time. They don't have to go home, but they can't stay here. What a run from Scarlet. The hyper-aggressive Siegfried wasn't initially a great start, but we just couldn't keep that momentum going for long. And eventually, as the sets continue to pile on, Sukinoue got the data, got the knowledge, and now they got the win.
And now Sukinoue gets a moment's respite to relax. Post
Is this the equivalent of when somebody holds up their phone to the camera when they get on stream? Oh, that okay, that's your staff.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Please don't influence Dragalia to just mirror. Dragalia.
Kopi, I can sense your enthusiasm.
I've been muted. We're getting Mirror Gallia, is what I was yapping about. He said he would be playing the mirror match for every opponent he had. Have fun with that.
Jerks!
Dragalia, I've commentated I don't know how many tournaments of Dragalia, and so many antics at this point. Still have never heard Dragalia speak, by the way.
At least this is going to be a hyper-aggressive match.
And Dragalia is going to be the one on the PS4 colored Soares. Belfoy Boy on the monochromatic black. Not able to find the kill just yet. BC away. Dragalia not trying to install just yet. Finds the counter hit.
Now remember, last time we saw Belfoy Boy, they were on stream. Losing to Greg, they are the Soares player. Meanwhile, Dragalia is the I will pick Soares to make you mad player. Dragalia staying in our opponent's face, forcing Belfoy Boy to use the BC counter. They both go for the impact knuckle, but Dragalia went for it first.
Yeah. And I mean, Belfoy Boy went for the U version and is able to coalesce everything into a game win.
Hyper aggressive set. That's that's what you can expect when you have Soares versus Soares. Neither one of these people are bothering with the muscle counter. Instead, they just want to, okay, maybe they'll bother with it a little bit as a treat.
Oh, nice 5U. Dragalia tries to go for it in turn, but gets tossed to the corner. Belfoy Boy is just so advantaged at the moment.
Dragalia has just been dominant with Soares. Still, Belfoy Boy finds an opening, unable to capitalize, and because of that whip BC, that's going to give Dragalia another round. They have been unstoppable in this set.
Well, nice 5U as the anti-air option, and this is not looking good for Dragalia. The drop-to-bull.
Here we go. Big damage from Dragalia, making short work out of Belfoy Boy. This is going to be 2-0. Remember, this is loses round 1.
Oh, is it the first one arm time? Is it no longer mirror?
He's
Is it
thinking
no
he
more
went to the
mirror?
corner.
It is the first one arm. The Dragalia special.
Instead, we're going to go for Normaya. Normaya versus Soares.
One of these days, Dragalia is gonna jump scare all of us with the first one EX Narm. It won't be anytime soon, but it is possible.
We could only hope.
He's already started off really hot. Got a really nice counter hit
Oh.
TK flip confirm.
My bad. I was calling them wrong. Belfoy Boy was winning. I thought that was Dragalia.
But right now, Dragalia is the one that's winning. It's been a night and day switch.
Belfoy Boy needing to find the adjustments against Normaya. They're up 2 games. As long as they just win 2, that's going to be good. Muscle counter finds some sort of hit.
Five U and the throw bait holds true. Quite a lot of damage off that rock smash.
And we have 5 stacks on the table.
I don't know if they'll even matter though.
I don't think so. Belfoy Boy doing a great job on defense. Spends the BC Crystal. So does Dragalia. Belfoy Boy, early start roundhouse kick, whips the impact knuckle. Dragalia cross up. Doesn't really get stopped by the counter, but still has their offense going for them.
TK flip is the meaty setup. Brave point used. No defensive options used from Belfoy Boy in that sequence, but you rock smash, gets counter poked, and you are dead.
Oh, we see it here. Dragalia more than enough resources in the game to cut up Belfoy Boy for the first game. The switch to Narmaya has been fortuitous.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Far H just whiffs, and Belfoy Boy has taken some advantage. M flip slow, but not slow enough.
Belfoy Boy making a little bit of a chance. Far B allows them to really send in this combo. So much damage used. The impact knuckle was thwarted. Belfort Boy, Raging Strike. How do we get the routing? One more hit, we'll do it. And there's that hit. Belfort Boy, one round away of closing it out to take out the Ditto player of Dragalia.
Oh. And went for the M, sets it up, but slow. You can absolutely press out of there.
Dashlight not confirmed. Here comes the flip one more time. Belfort Boy sitting on 3 stacks. Dragalia sitting on 50 meter.
Went for the spot dodge to try and avoid a counterattack from Belfort Boy. The block of the U roundhouse is immaculate for Dragalia, and we are going into another round.
This is some really big counterplay from Dragalia. Dragalia needs a reverse 3-0 thanks to the Nemaya pick. Belfort Boy, though, if they could take this one round, which is proving to be more difficult as time goes on, they will be able to eliminate their opponent.
Nice 5L counter poke. Dragalia has Belfort Boy in the corner. Finally, U roundhouse works out. Dragalia is not someone to sit in the corner idly.
Yeah. Dragalia playing that keep away. Here's the impact knuckle off the wall bounce. Belfort Boy doesn't have a lot of meter to close it out, so they got to win neutral at least one more time.
Oh, tried to do the funny side switch. Unfortunately, Belfort Boy deer in headlight, so it does not work. Chip out for set point available. And there is meter to use for armor, and a late attempt at anti-airing. Belfort Boy caught out game 5.
Oh, another game 5 situation. Belfort Boy manages to claw back from that initial devastating 2-game lead, and now we're in something a bit more comparable.
Oh, 2+ on the cross-up flip for the throw, and that's going to be capitalized on by Belfort.
And Belfort Boy looking for a shuffle, trying to find some sort of opening. Dragalia has really been dominating this corner pressure. Belfort Boy not really having a lot of opportunities to do something about it.
Yeah, Dragalia is just doing a lot of oppressive aggression. Not even ending with SBA there, despite investing in the Raging Strike. Last breakpoint used. Could potentially see the SSBA come out. Not gonna be needed whatsoever. Belfort Boy finding a foothold. Now on set point.
Dragalia doing a good job making the claw back, but Belfort Boy off to a great start. Opponents caught in the corner. The only thing they need to worry about is what cheese are they going to order for dinner.
We're ordering TK Flip. That's the one.
Got caught mashing. Impact.
Flip. Delays and gets the Brave counter properly. No Brave points left for Dragalia. Quite literally any confirmed kills. And Chip is a possibility. The roundhouse catches Dragalia jumping. And that is the set victory for Belfort Boy.
Yeah. Dragalia and Belfort Boy have been playing back and forth. Belfort Boy's aggression is something to be notable, but, you know, there's something to be said about Dragalia's really specific, methodical play that took him this far in the bracket.
Yeah. And, you know, Dragalia, a player that you can very reasonably expect to make top 8s, at this point in time has played almost the entire cast enough times to have a very solid understanding of how to win sets with them, if not understanding of the characters themselves.
And you can really see that with how they approached the Sora's meter. But still, that is the end of Dragalia's run. Really great that we saw you, but that's how it goes as we climb this bracket. People do have to go home.
Dragalia saying the second Sora's game was not supposed to happen.
Dog, you can leave and go back to the room.
Apparently, Dragalia mashed too fast to accept the game.
You can just return to room.
Yeah, this is the Curry Cup. You could be like, hey, can I stop?
I forgot. You deserve to go out at 7th, man.
Alma versus Versusia.
Clearly, this means they're supposed to play Soras. Thinking.
We just need more Soras.
One.
Here we go. Greg versus Sukinoe. Both of these characters, Neela and Versusia, relatively comfortable in the range 1 distance. I don't anticipate some hyper aggro start until they do something.
You're gonna say that, and we're gonna see Sukinoe just run it down.
Hey, do you want to see Sukinoe run it down? I think that'd be cool.
I mean, I am amicable to the idea.
Rush down Versusia. Loses quarterfinals. Greg getting a hard start. Sukinoe hyper defense. Looking for the cross-up opportunity. And now it's Greg's turn to just hold the block.
Yeah, Greg not wanting to take a rash action while Sukinoe is so close to meter for SBA. And is just going to keep on holding, looking for one good opportunity as Sukinoe spends all the meter in the world.
Triple Sheep, good reliable standby. But the pillar can hit you anywhere.
Another Yuanidia to cover space, but just standing up at the wrong time for 2U to send Sukinoe back to this corner. With 15 seconds left, Sukinoe is just as incentivized to do what Greg has been doing this entire round and just sit there.
This is 9 seconds left, and Greg just manages. I believe that's the life lead. Nope. Sukinoe has a little bit of life left.
Oh, it's going to time out!
It's really going to time out. The jump in, the big jump in from Sukinoe steals that victory.
That's unfortunate for Greg. Had control, but it slipped out as the time ticked to 0.
Good combo from Greg. Gets mashed on, no real conversion from Sukinoe. Greg taking their time. Lands the Raging Strike. We have 100 meter. Big damage is open to be used.
Somehow, I don't think this round's going to time.
I don't think so. 1 round for Greg. 66 seconds left on the clock. We now are tied 1 apiece.
This round, a lot more calm. Both players not able to find anything meaningful against each other to start with.
Now Greg taking control of the left corner. Will we see the throw one more time? That looked like that was it, but got caught on the mash from Sukinoe. Going the fireballs. Greg just going to be content with down back and throwing out. The Sheep just try to ward away Sukinoe. Triple Sheep then. Cross up is blocked. Both of these people showing extremely good defense.
Yuanidia will stop the Sheep's advance. And yet gets the pillar just for the 5U reset. Throw. Gonna get normal tech, so no extra chip for Sukinoe as Greg is going to invest in leaving this corner.
Unfortunate drop from Greg. They're going to have to win the rest of this match the hard way, which they do. First game in this surprisingly lengthy set from both people.
Yeah, that was only game 1. We are here for at least 2 more. Guaranteed.
And that's just because both players are playing a rather zoning strategy, willing to nickel and dime, and more importantly, wait.
One 0 for Greg so far, and it's starting to be increased in Greg's favor. I think Greg's starting to fall into a rhythm of being able to push the aggressiveness more and more.
Sukinoe managing to make sure that when they land a hit, they get all the damage in the world plus the corner.
You just too far away for the sheep, but it does not matter. Look at this life advantage. As long as Greg is good with the spacing, gets the kill, finding a 2H off the bat.
Battle 2.
Every time you leave the ground, Greg is ready with a 2H.
Just like that. The sheep doing its work. Greg from downtown landing in their first big combo of this set.
Walks just point blank column, and that is not gonna
No.
work out.
Just too late. Not early enough for the invisibility frames to go through the sheep.
Greg's been in this position before with a very tentative life lead. Was unable to claim victory last time. This one might prove a little different.
Yeah, Greg has one win there. Sukinoe still needs a round, still needs a game.
Or wait for the full confirm. Hops over Anitia, finds the kill, and Greg is now up 2-0.
Anilia, just what this set has been hyper patient and slow.
I mean, this patience is just consistently being rewarded for both players. Greg is able to make a lot more opportunities happen, and it is, unfortunately for Sukinoe, is going to end up being the story of the set if you're not able to stop how many opportunities Greg is able to force.
Yeah, and you got to be very careful jumping over Greg. We already see how great they are with the 2C.
Greg gets a 2U, doesn't send anything else, knows that finding good times for multiple sheep could mean chipping out Sukinoe.
And Sukinoe recognizing that they are just a few hits or a single hit away for being knocked out or chipped out.
There it is. Giving up all of the meter that you have is a green light for Greg to just know my only game plan at this point is I'm going to chip you out.
Not to mention, this is an ARCS game, so you don't have to worry about taking your resources to the next round.
Yeah. Oh, the counter hit with the sheep being set. It's going to give Sukinoe a lot of pressure as now it is set point.
Oh, the triple sheep was blown up by Sukinoe. Versusia, such a big character. What a great way to skip neutral. I wish my character had that button.
Oh, you have your own ways to skip neutral it, but we can get there later as now Greg UDP escapes the corner. Sukinoe on the 2 situations left. You get one as a freebie. The next one means death.
Sukinoe spends their 50 meter all for nothing. The air ball was felt. And now Greg, 250 meters on their own. We could use it for a restaurant. No, instead, we're just going to go for the ultimate cheat.
Gets caught, but not a confirmable that far. Close L will be just enough. Greg with 2 Raging Strike, Raging Chains will take the set 3-0 over Sukinoe.
What an endurance set that was. Both of these players played extremely slow, and I've never seen a Grand Blue timeout until today.
They don't happen often, but when they happen, they are non-forgettable moments.
Well, congratulations to our fighters there. That was a nail biter 10th set.
It was now we are getting into our other losers side match. The last one before we go up to our winners finals. Tiempo Gris and Belfoy Boy Beatrix Soares. We have been given the go ahead by our wonderful TO.
Good job. Beatrix versus Soares. Close range versus close range, but Beatrix has a lot more tools. Soares does have explosive damage. Beatrix hits really hard, but it's when she has Delta Clock when she could just pump out numbers compared to this Kung Fu fighting old guy.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
This is going to be a very different tempo from last round. I'm going to say that right now.
Already hard string out of the gate, Starlight Chaser keeping ourselves close, but now Belfoy can be a lot more deliberate with using the counter. Big damage from Beatrix. Belfoy Boy unleashes the combo of their own. Star Chaser from Tiempo. This is where I question how useful will Riding Free be.
That is definitely going to be the question everyone's going to have to ask themselves. Because now it's just above chip out for Tiempo. You can block one more special move as the install is called. And
oh no!
Shimmy!
The shimmy! You can see Belfoy Boy grabbing nothing but air and Tiempo slamming in that button to get the first round. It really looked like Belfoy Boy was going to take it.
All of the sudden, everything not your path. Oh, hey.
Star Chaser. Belfoy Boy calmly marching in, uses the impact knuckle to make a little bit of distance. The dash light finds the mark, and we got ourselves our corner combo.
Raging Train just wants to get Tiempo over to the corner, maybe incentivize a DP, something with high recovery to get a guaranteed punish on, but Tiempo just giving Brave counters away, nothing else.
Tiempo has a really good strategy. There's the super, and that's going to be the first game. Ooh, what a first set to Tiempo, girls. Belfoy Boy just could not unleash that big Soares damage for now. Huh? Grease?
It is Tiempo Grease, not Tiempo Girls.
Oh, Tiempo Grease.
Yes.
Oh, dang, my eyes have been playing tricks on me.
No, you good, you good.
Sorry, Tiempo. Dash light in one more time. Grease looking for that whip punish opportunity, finds the dash light, but no, the muscle counter from Belfoy Boy wins out in that exchange.
Oh, not the 5U, the bonks.
That's going to give ourselves Delta Clock. Tiempo Grease, knowing that if they land one special move, it's all she wrote for this round. There it is. That's the opening that Tiempo was looking for.
Yeah, and that's how it'll be.
Delta Clock, tick tock, tick tock. Your time has run out.
Battle 2. Engage.
Grease up a game, one round away from making it 2, but Belfoy Boy in that very comfortable position of having the opponent into the corner, ready to mix the way they want to.
And this is gonna be quite a lot of role reversal now. Well, Tampa just immediately opting to DP out of the corner, finds its mark, and gets a counter hit too. Finds the mashing. And this is actually going to be quickly going Tiempo's way.
And Tiempo making light with the dashing lights. Gut checks aplenty. That was the Delta clock. We don't.
Wait. No, you're dead.
Absolutely.
No, you're alive.
No, we're alive. We're wrong. We're absolutely wrong. Star Chaser, Thunderbird.
Oh, oh my.
Battle 3. Engage.
Belfoy boy managing to steal one right there. One round apiece. Simple Grease goes for the Star Chaser. Was blocked. Belfoy boy showing us some excellent defense on their own.
Oh my. Okay.
Dash light finds the mark. Thunderbird kick. Ouchies are being delivered. Thunderbird one more time. There's the Skybound art. That's going to be some good damage to remove the Brave Crystal, but still, we have a chance until the ultimate action, the unique action, allows Tiempo Grease to get that game.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
All right, got the punish. And that is a wonderful conversion there from Tiempo. Gets the new Star Chaser to fight the backdash.
Future jump answering to the impact knuckle, but didn't land quite enough. There's that DP. And finally, look at that. Four stacks under Belfoy Boy's name. They're feeling pretty good about those.
Delta clock range for Tiempo. Can turn nasty in the blink of an eye. There's the far H riding free.
And we still have one
is available, but using Ryu Thunderbird instead.
Going for a little bit of corner carry. I understand that impact. And that's all they wrote for Tiempo Grease. Belfoy boy down around. Tiempo Grease set points.
Walk up for the back throw. Immediately going to get DP'd on wake up.
Are we going to go for the heavy Thunderbird kick? No. Heavy ground pound for Belfoy boy. Huge damage coming on deck right now.
And that's enough to do it.
Belfoy boy manages to stay alive just one more round. Tiempo Grease. One round of their own. Oh, hot start for Tiempo. Early damage. Not anything substantial, but something that was going to make Belfoy boy fear them. Flashlight. Caught him mashing. Takes him to the sky one more time. Dribbling him like an overused Blu-ray movie.
All right, there's Star Chaser. Lots of damage, but here comes the install. Heal a little bit. Get a lot more potential of comboing from mid-screen. That's the important thing about this install at the moment.
Campbell Grease looking for the BC. Any single hit is going to allow them to kill, but no! Bellboy Boy landing a big move in. And now we got to pump out the huge amount of damage. I believe this is going to kill Kopi.
You are wrong.
No, the scaling.
What the fuck?
The
Back throw from Bellboy Boy, putting themselves on the board.
I mean, sometimes you just got to end it like that.
Victory. Battle 1.
You could say that Bellboy Boy certainly believed in victory, as the announcer says. Opening up to go for the U, I understand. One throw. Bellboy Boy just sitting pretty in that corner, wanting to mash out, gets forced back in thanks to the BC. Forced to use a reversal and a roll. Tides have turned.
Another throw. Okay, just gonna DP out again. Tiempo not caring what the Oki option is from Bellboy. The answer is UDP.
Big damage, and that light should be it. Bellboy Boy managing a comeback.
Battle 2. Engage.
Oh wow,
Whip!
Far H whip punish.
Oh, wow, what a whip punish with the light.
I'll try to go in to punish the armor follow-up, but it got crushed.
Bellboy Boy being a lot more patient, lands the hit, big damage on the table, 3 stacks as well. But no, Tiempo Girls, Thunderbird with Delta Clock, 100 meter. So we're gonna spend it on a second Thunderbird.
Yeah. Gets the 6XL, got the Farrell, but riding free, not gonna be buffered into. Once again, install pulls out, but this time it is not going to give Bellboy Boy the advantage that we once saw. Instead, it's going to be a round end.
We are going to see Tiempo Gris at set point. Finally, 1 round away from stopping Bellboy Boy's ascent. We've seen him take a game. We've seen him take a round. Can we see Bellboy Boy stay alive, or Tiempo Gris is going to finish the deal?
Tiempo holding down back. Wyatt confidently finds the 6XL out of the corner.
And thanks to the Delta Clock, we're really going to give ourselves some extra damage and some much-needed corner carry. We're out of the gate. We get BC, but we still got 89 mirror. BC from BC. You're staying on that right side, old guy. We're looking for the shimmy.
Tiempo's going to be holding nice and calm for right now. Look for a good Brave counter opportunity. No punish on the U lunge. And this time, Tiempo gets the Far L riding free. That's going to be enough to take a solid life lead and threaten any little thing killing.
One more hit. The jump in, the button, and the win for Tiempo Gris, eliminating Bellboy Boy 3-1.
That seals our top 4, going to be between Greg, Tiempo, Junior Jam, and Incendiate. And it's time for our brief little stint back up to the winners for this Incendiate Junior Jam match, which, if history is proven correct tonight, will be Lawayne versus Catalina.
Junior Jam is holding on to the Lawayne. Meanwhile, Incendiate, with the Lawayne knowledge, is going to stay on Catalina. Remember, Incendiate has some trouble with the Lawayne shenanigans once they're in the corner, but when you're Catalina, you could just play keep out all day.
keep out is gonna be really questionable if Incendiate's gonna be able to get it, because Junior Jam has proclivity to use 2U, which is gonna go under Frozen Blade, also go under Enchanted Lands. There is U Bro Wheel, which will just say nice Frozen Blade. It's a shame it doesn't exist anymore.
However, Insidiate is not that type of player to be using Frozen Blade as a keep out tool. And if we're going to be talking about answers to our opponent, one swipe from the rapier of Catalina eliminates both Sammy and Tommy. Two bros, one swing.
Lorraine versus Catalina.
So Catalina, oh, we're going for the evening skid now. Oh, quite the pretty dress. I might. Dang it, I forgot. That was just the art.
Yeah.
We're gonna be holding on to the black and white Catalina. Still pretty fetching, if I do say so myself. And you can see already, Insinuate playing a lot of using the Enchanted Lance for pressure.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very solid tool to use for that singular purpose. Oh, but here comes Bro Wheel to say your 6XL is now my 6XL.
I don't really care about your pressure because I got two homies. You know that Insinuate's got to be very careful how they press. A stray Enchanted Blade will get punished by the throw. Not the worst in the world, but still pretty bad. Woo, that's some choreography, if I do say so myself.
This is Missile not going to be punished for hopping into the air this time around.
Lil Wayne does have 50 meter, went for the wake up option, but still, even though the wheel was spot dodge, that was pretty much checkmate because it was a pretty, that was a real meaty jab. Oh yeah, good job. Thank you, Violet. Both of our fighters are color coordinated.
They're besties.
Black tie event.
If it was Black Tie event, we would be in our gown attire now, wouldn't we?
It's very formal with the black and white.
Oh, Generic Soda, thanks for the raid. Welcome in, y'all, to
Whoa!
our winners
Yo, what's up,
finals
Soda?
between Incendiate and Junior Jam. You haven't missed too much in this set.
No, it's been a pretty electrifying set. Junior Jam with the Skybound art. The Human Pyramid doing an amazing amount of damage. Sammy and Tommy putting it in work. And now, Junior Jam looking to find a way to find the approach, and that is going to be with a heavy awesome sauce.
And unfortunately for Incendiate, 6XL does not allow you to spot dodge after triggering Lil Wayne's parry, giving
Howdy.
Junior Jam the
Howdy,
first
Raiders.
game.
Hi.
You going to try to say something, Aaron?
No, I was just saying hi to the Raiders.
Hello, Raiders. And I do like what Bovinity says. They're not besties. They're fighting because they both showed up at the event in the same outfit and are pissed.
I mean, from this combo, I could believe it. Incendiate is brutal. Unfortunately, drops it, so lots of damage left on the table.
And that's going to force Junior Jam to play a little bit of keep out and catch up. Gets mashed. Wow! Dodges the counter for a throw. Raging Strike was thwarted, but now Insinuate so close to a fatal situation. All crystals spent. No BC, but not a problem thanks to the Frozen Sword.
I appreciate Junior Jam going for the Caballo. Unfortunately, did not lead you into victory this time.
It really did look like Insinuate's round to lose just because of the damage amplifier. Oh, well-spaced sweep, triggering the light wall, but still giving Junior Jam the advantage. Here comes Sammy and Tommy. 3-on-1 situation. One more time. Backing away. Oh, looks like, was that the bro wheel that was stopped?
Yes, it was. You have a very short window of time to stop the bro wheel, and Incendiate was able to do so. 6-6H, counter hit by the light wall follow-up. And that is not going to be SSPA to use to cash out. Although now Incendiate just needs literally any hit.
Belly flop, get the side switch, putting him in some dangerous waters, but thanks to the far B, it doesn't matter. Insinuate is going to clean this up. This should be the end of the round.
Yes, it is. That's a game apiece on the board.
one game each. This is winner's final. People fighting for the grand finals on the privileged side. The low sweep goes underneath the wall, but the DP stops all three homies.
Oh, the back throw.
Yeah, the
Or are we going to turn this
consistency.
into an incident?
Do-si-do right back in the corner. And this is what Insigne doesn't want. Are we looking for a reversal option? The dash was stopped. The BC was stopped. And we're still in this corner.
HPA. And this should lead into the kill.
As long as we get him dribbled up just nice. Oh, and here it goes. And that's exactly what Insigne doesn't want. Wouldn't you say? When you're in the corner, you're making decisions, and when you're gambling against Luane, you're going to lose.
Yes, you will. DP out. Trying to not hold anything that Junior Jam's throwing. And able to stop the U-Bro wheel once again.
And this belly flop, the running heavy, is an excellent tool that Junior Jam is using because that's just a guaranteed side switch at certain positions. And they'll only be using it when their back is against the wall. This could be it. We should be seeing the belly flop soon. Not quite. Stopped him.
Cindy, it takes a round. Okay.
Optimization station.
Battle 3. Engage.
The TP again. And you can see in Insigne, they're just doing riskier options and they're paying off. Junior Jam isn't able to get that mix up that they want. But the moment Insigne messes up, it's going to be big punish time.
Nice, gets the setup to the no escape throw. Another one. We're looping these throws.
Using the Catalina bot as a way to put on some fake pressure. And this is really bad. Junior Jam. Yep, that was it. You got Sammy, Tommy in the pyramid, Catalina bot on the screen. Too many people. And just like that, Just Songo is raiding with a party of 12. Everybody be coming to the Curry Cup.
Thank you, Songo.
We appreciate you, Songo.
We're making some much needed distance. We're munching on our food. Both people on the 50-meter. The dash light was stopped. But the ultimate awesome sauce gets the cross under, and Junior Jam gonna go right back to the middle.
Oh my gosh, send it back down to earth.
What a far confirm. We still got 50-meter. This is going to hurt really bad. Insigne very grateful that they ate that steak. But now we're going to have to play the guest, and the spot dodge doesn't catch the knee slide, clipping those shins.
Battle 2. Engage.
Those shins have to be protected at all times. You can't be wearing FIFA level shin guards.
Shout out to the World Cup, everybody. Watch your slide tackles. Oh, Junior Jam went for the old reliable, wanted the side switch, but caught it in a frozen sword for their trouble. And the frozen sword again stuffs it. No real conversion, but that does stop the Catalina bot, while the enchanted lance stops Junior Jam's beating heart for that victory. Here we go. Set point. Not set point. Match point.
Counter. Brave counter to brave counter. A little bit trading back and forth. Junior Jam closing the gap necessary to win the set. The UDP whiffing is a huge boon.
We talked about this before. Insigne was willing to show risky options, but the first time that they mess up, they're paying extremely big, and Lewin is going to make sure he rings you up for every last drop as they take their ultimate payday in grand finals on the winner's side.
That means Junior Jam clinches for the Lewayne Bros in grand finals of the winner's side variety as we determine the second person who will be the challenger, Greg Tiempo or Incendiate, with Greg Time and Tiempo fighting first.
Such a gnarly offense that was extremely tubular from Junior Jam. I'm from California. I could do that voice. But seriously, I love the adaptation and the pressure that. Yes, Curry. The adaptation there, but I was really worried for Insinuate because they were showing the DP option early on. They took it away, probably in the hopes to making Junior Jam forget. But at the critical moment when they wanted to win, when they wanted to stay alive, that's when they showed the card and Junior Jam was ready.
Beatrix versus Anila.
Here we go. It is time. Tiempo and Greg. Beatrix, Anila.
Here we go. Now, Tiempo's been playing a rather aggressive Beatrix, which is how every Beatrix is. And Greg's been doing a pretty good keep away game, but we've seen time and time again Greg struggling with a lot of characters with hyper aggressive tools to not only get in, but stay in.
And we have seen Greg very, very likely to 2H and DP. I say as Greg does neither of those, to Tiempo going into the air with Thunderbird.
That is true. Greg does a great job shutting down the air. However, Tiempo doesn't really jump. Instead, they just Thunderbird.
Nope, there's the jump. Punish.
There is the jump. And with early Delta clock, too, that's hyper unfortunate for Greg. You don't want to be losing this much life so early.
Yeah, it is not going to be fun. Greg has fought from this kind of life deficit, and it kept the patience there. And will get rewarded. Now taking things back to the mid-screen.
You can see how cautious Tiempo is, not really jumping when Greg is ready and looking out. And Greg, 50 meter, here's a triple sheep, and that was just long enough of a startup for Tiempo to jump on reaction.
Right, the sheep chases down the backdash for Greg. Now has a small control. Oh, late on the DP. Thunderbird going through and onto the other side.
But Greg is able to get the side switch, putting on the offense with DP. That's the big red spark that Greg is looking for. Huge damage on the table.
Oh my gosh, we're BCing like we're Pixie.
2 BCs and an invisible DP. Tiempo crazy. Rather costly offense. Tiempo with the Delta clock. Not able to get a whole lot of damage. Greg sitting on 100 meter. I don't think they're going to be throwing out the sheep at this range. Caught mashing. And Tiempo being hyper patient, waiting for Greg to make some sort of big move.
And there it is. It's not necessarily a big move, but it was big enough for the game to go to Tiempo.
Tiempo has been landing the dashing lights so often. They're definitely a lot more dash happy than Greg, and we're back to the character select screen. I don't know. Kopi, do you think Greg's got another character in the pocket, or is something okay? What? Oh, okay. This is just normal lobby shenanigans as opposed to player imposed lobby shenanigans. Still
I
though, we
almost
thank
created my room instead of finding it.
also we want to thank everybody who has rated into the Curry Cup. Thank you so much. This is Curry Cup number 49. Captain No Fun and Kopi TV are bringing you this action as we are already at our top 4. We're marching our way closer. So let's see who's going to hold the cup tonight.
One may hold the crown. One gets control of the cup and gets to eat the curry for a week.
Oh, thank you, Songo. I am so happy that you like the commentary team. Kopi and I first teamed up over at Texas Showdown for Under Night and Birth, and it's been a great pairing. And now I get to really see Kopi's extremely sexy avatar.
No, you. You're the one.
I'm bound by realities of the flesh space. And you are not bound by the challenges of male pattern baldness.
I could turn into a cat if you want me to.
This looks like a button check, I believe.
Yes. Just checking the connection.
Still, though, while we are having the connection going, since this is the Curry Cup, what is everybody's favorite curries here? Japanese, Indonesian, Thai?
See, here's the thing about
Yeah.
living in DFW. You have a Coco Ichibanya close enough to eat at on a consistent basis.
Okay. So chicken curry. I'm very blessed because I live in the Bay Area, so I basically have access to like Thai curry, Japanese curry, Indian curry, and in terms of raw flavor power, it's got to be Japanese curry. I got a lot of great stuff, but I'm gonna actually say Thai curry. I love how much you could extend Thai curry because of how watery it is. Like, you could eat this much rice with this much Thai curry.
My favorite curry is Rogan Josh. I love me a lamb Rogan Josh.
I never even heard of a Rogan Josh.
Battle 1. Engage.
It's like
Now I gotta look that up, Aaron. Whoa. Now I need to have this. Dude, I'm learning something new every day. Rogan Josh. The Mughal Empire. That's where it came from. South Asian curry. All right.
Interesting.
Thai curry scares you. Why would it scare you? It's amazing. I know it's a little on the thinner side, but I appreciate the flavors, especially like a good lentil Thai curry.
There's a Thai place that just recently opened very close to me, so I might have to go take your word for it and go have some Thai curry.
Yeah, I love Thai food. I mean, obviously you can't go wrong with say pad see ew, pad Thai, but Thai curry is the best bang for your buck and probably the easiest to take home, just because it's in the little thing. Or if you just want to be a cheapo, just get the Thai curry to go and make your own rice.
Yeah, but I'm so
Is that
lazy
Marissa?
to make my own rice if I'm already going out for
Good point.
curry.
That is a good point. Hey, Kopi, somebody is directing a question toward you. Is that Marisa from Toho? No, that was for Aaron. Marisa, is there Marisa in your background, Aaron?
I don't have a Toho in my room.
Okay, this is for real. This is for real, Kopi. Let's go.
No, I have Nice Nature and Sounds of Earth.
All right. So remember, Tiempo Girls has been using the Thunderbird kick to do for their approach, but it really feels like Greg knows the timing for the punish, just hasn't found it right there. And what's really been unfortunate for Greg is that Tiempo Girls is getting these early Delta clocks, helping him out. As such,
It's gonna help even the life totals for sure, but I mean Greg's still gonna be in the driver's seat with over 50 meter left. Still has access to a break point as well, guaranteeing at least one more interaction as long as you don't get thrown.
you can see Greg trying to get that chip out, and there's Tiempo Girls. going for the dash light. They've been really milking that for all it's worth. So Greg needs to be careful how Tiempo is going to make their approach. But if you cover the ground with Sheep, you can't really dash in.
Exactly. That's one of the few privileges Anila gets to enjoy against Beatrix, is riding free is not an answer to the projectile.
But the dive kick can go over. Oh, didn't believe in the bar light. No cash in, but here comes the Sheep charging through. You can really sense the tension there. Greg made up that entire life differential through chip damage. Properties of riding free are neutralized. Again, the light. Nothing really landing, nothing hard.
Brave counter from Tiempo. Tried to fight out of the corner into this mid screen. Has accomplished as steadily forcing Greg back to the other corner. And the what in the trade?
Tiempo's firing off 2 Star Chasers, putting him at the 50 meter. That's really going to negate their ability to pump out a lot of damage. That means Greg needs to hit this to as much pain as possible before Tiempo gets back to the 100. And they find it with the ultimate Sheep Dash.
Greg has a game.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
Greg might have the game, but do you think Greg has the answer? Their keep out strategy has been doing so good in that previous game.
My gosh, look at that 2U. It's just what dreams are made of.
Especially when you're going to be counting sheep. Sweet dreams, baby. Greg is able to approach this a little bit more aggressively. And you see that Tiempo Girl's not feeling as confident with running in or even Thunderbird to kick out. And Greg's just content. Like, you're going to block? Go ahead. I will win.
Blocking in my good Grand Blue.
They double clash. And this time, finally, Greg is able to get the late jab confirmed into the raging strike one more time. Here comes the big Buddha drop. And Greg starting to show a turnaround as they are ahead in this set.
And there's the classic Greg 2H.
And there's the
Unfortunately,
classic-
couldn't extend it in the corner.
There's the classic Tiempo Thunderbird kick. Another dash light, interrupt. Here's the throw. Still no Delta clock, but we still got a lot of pain. Greg playing with fire right now. They could get blown up real bad if they get hit by one dashing light. Their keep out game needs to be on point. And you can see Tiempo trying to force their way in the hard way and having quite the difficulty making some sort of opening. Punish opportunity, no, you can see Greg looking for it.
Oh.
Tiempo want to be, oh, that was so scary with that side kick.
Hi, Gilkeran. Thank you.
Yokron with
Eric
a,
Joker. Welcome in, my South
Joker.
American homies.
yo, thank you for the other raid.
I am very excited to be doing a leak for y'all when I have the ability to get that more finalized. Oh,
No,
great.
no, 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 no.
It be like that.
Greg tested the reaction. You were a little bit too far away, and Tiempo was starting to understand that they wanted to hit these big committal buttons, as that's something that we all forgot about. Skybound Arts has invincibility startup. So gutsy. That looked like a failed spot dodge, I think.
Yushi, all the U skills.
And they all combo into each other for a pretty good 10 chain. Tiempo and Greg tied in games, tied in rounds. BC to the triple sheep. Looked like Greg stopped something pretty big. Greg understands that Tiempo doesn't have 100 meter. We could go for the chip out kill, but instead we're just gonna match the standing light, and Greg takes the game 2-1 from Tiempo.
In the lead.
Battle 1.
Well, the Mexican menace that is Tiempo, take it back. Or is it Greg time, feeling too Gregma right now? The 2H counter hit is a big signal.
All right, and you can see that crouching heavy being used, playing a little bit of the quick and the Greg. The 2U again, Kofi, that button is putting in work now.
Walks the DP. Tiempo's been finding a lot of value with it tonight, but when it's time for it to come in clutch, it might be failing.
Are you okay, Buster Wool? Thunderbird kick is missed space, and it looks like Tiempo Girls' calculated offense is starting to find a little bit of quirks in it. Here comes Greg on set point, come from behind victory. Riding free comes in, and now Tiempo need to make up some lost ground.
Having Greg being trapped in the corner is a good way to start, but the Star Chaser, likely a DP that got crossed over. But speaking of DPs, that one gets blocked from Greg.
What?
It's gonna get a lot of value from Tiempo.
Is Tiempo gonna go for the, nope, we're gonna go for the cross under. Tiempo hasn't really been doing any sort of throwing. Instead, we're doing dash pressure and dash light pressure. As shown, Tiempo Grills, Grease, has meter, has 100, has the corner. Do they got it? Do they got it? Absolutely!
Big old baseball bat swung in your face.
Hey, better, swing! Chasing down our opponent with the sheep. BC is blocked. You don't want to be doing that in this situation. Less crystals you have, the more damage you take. Miss space, Thunderbird one more time. And that's one of the things that Greg's is doing immediately after the BC. We're using the triple sheep to hold our opponent in. Riding free again, puts us in the middle screen. And finally we see a throw. Not the ultimate, no Delta Clock.
Small hits back and forth, but Greg able to find the catch on a backdash. Combo limit going to say Tiempo lives, but the UDP will spell Tiempo's exit from Curry Cup 49. Heck of a run to get to fourth.
Really great run. Tiempo's extremely gutsy offense was starting to fall apart. They found their courage again to do the DP and was finding it. But what we were missing from the initial victories of Tiempo Grease was those Delta Clock buffs. Tiempo Grease never really got it after the first two games, and their damage output was significantly reduced.
Yeah. I mean, Greg also found a good number of 2Hs, but those blocks on the UDPs from Tiempo, which have been just served Tiempo so well in every set leading up to this exact one.
Not to mention,
Tiempo.
good job, Tiempo. This was a battle of attrition. What I noticed is the longer these sets ran, the more likely Greg was able to win because they were just grinding Tiempo down bit by bit by bit.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how Anila just works some of the time is, you're not going to out damage Beatrix.
No.
But what you can do is just make life living hell where you just say riding free no longer exists as a button.
And the X factor in this is the ability for Anila to do so much chip damage. Pretty much since Beatrix has to hold the sheep pressure, those sheep actually do a pretty good chunk of damage on the life bar even when blocked, forcing Tiempo to either hold pressure and lose life or do something stupid then die.
And speaking of doing something stupid and then dying for it, Catalina is one of those characters that has that ability.
Right. Remember, Insigne was doing extremely well with our person in Grand Finals Junior Jam, but one block DP reversed the fortune. Insigne, I wonder, will they keep up that hyper aggro, or will they try to play a lot more patient like the way Greg is?
Right now, Greg able to take a little bit of advantage, capitalizing off of a whiff throw. Amazing close H to stop the hop over.
Not to mention a really good punish off the hop over. And one thing Insigne does that I like is that they introduce the throws. You gotta do that. I think a lot of people get a little too in love with their meaty pressure. Greg showing us that they can play a little aggressive as well. Catches the dash back with the light chain. Here comes the combo limit and got caught mashing Enchanted Sword. Insigniates key to victory. Watch as they use that key to unlock their first win.
And there is a round win. Like you said, this might actually just start the trend for Incendiate claiming victory.
Now, both of these fighters are well tied to their ultimate skills. I don't foresee a lot of Skybound arts being used. Be very careful and see where's the 2U. Oh, but the missed space Enchanted Lance, that's going to lead to a huge opening for Greg. They're out of the corner and out of danger.
Well, pokes here and there. Greg's not wanting to overcommit too much. Knows that victory in this round is within grasp.
Does Greg have the routing?
I think it's just a little too awkward from the stocks. Yeah, had to give up a second Raging Strike without a U skill, but the Endless Flaw jumping against Greg without air momentum changing option.
Big double drop kick from Greg. We can see now Greg showing a little bit of aggressive action peppering into their offense. That's going to force Insigne to take the initiative and do something big. Enchanted Lance was stopped, and the Chief chases him down. Throws his sword, got caught in the shins. Here comes Greg. Greg, both use skills are online. Enchanted Lance is blocked one more time. But Greg going past the Enchanted Sword.
What
And
a
punishes.
run up.
Yo, such a run up, we punished the BC. We don't have a lot of meter. That means the CN can still play the game.
What a far L. It is able to take it to claim a game one.
And that's
Look
the thing
at
about Greg.
Go.
Yeah, Greg is able to recognize how much damage they can do. While they're using their ultimate skills for more of a keep away utility thing, they're definitely using their Raging Strikes as closers. First throw landed by Insinuate. It's going to force Greg to hold on to that pressure. We're close. Will Insinuate go for the throw? Now you
Wow,
know Greg's going to be
2U.
thinking about that. Double clash. Greg wins out. Right to the middle screen.
It's over the sheep. Not getting any punish too far away this time around. Greg still holding quite a control over the set.
Because Insinuate forcing themselves in. We saw them land 2 successful throws in this situation. You could anticipate that Greg is waiting for some opportunity, waiting for that pause to mash.
Nice brave
Insidious-
counter.
And Insidious doing a pretty good job staying out of the range of the 2U, just unable to really find some sort of punishment. At least they're not getting tagged by it.
Yeah, I mean, you can counter poke a whiff to you from very far away. The problem is the value proposition is not the greatest. And 9 seconds left. Run up throw will not kill. Just needs a tech. And the whiff DP as the time ticks to 2.
2 seconds left. A little too late for Greg. And now Insigne getting there around. One more and they'll tie it up. Both of the projectiles clash. The step back from the Enchanted Lance is able to win out that exchange. And again, a quasi whip punish. And you can see Insigne always going for the throw option, keeping Greg on their toes. When your opponent's defensive, they're not looking out for this. This is bad, hyper super duper looper bad.
And that is a game answered back for Incendiate.
And Insigne is starting to understand. If your opponent is letting you take pressure, like letting you take free buttons, do it. Be aggressive. Be in their face. Make them block. Make them respond.
Yeah.
And now we're in 1-1.
And then there comes the run up throw. Greg being a lot more aggressive now, putting the pressure on, and is getting rewarded.
And this is the adaptation from Greg that it shows that they're a high caliber player. A lot of people would just double down on a single option. But Greg's like, hey, if I'm getting run up on, I have to be aggressive too. Oh no, the red sparks. Here comes the Kool-Aid coming out for Catalina.
And suddenly, what was an amazing life lead that Greg built up vanished in the blink of an eye as Incendiate takes the round.
Yeah, if Greg built up a life lead, then Catalina was the Kool-Aid man breaking it down. Oh yeah. Mashing on the light. Greg doing some pretty good damage. Will we see some sheep? Yes, we will. Chase him down one more time. The spot dodge answers from both players, and we're stuck in the middle section. But the whip dashing light allows Greg to win out and take that corner. Coast-to-coast situation for Catalina. Then the dashing light lands this time. We still have 70 meter. We're not going to need to confirm, but we're going to wait. No throw. We were going for the shimmy, and since Greg did nothing, we're going to do it again.
Yeah. And a game win again. Incendiate now in the lead. It is 2-1.
Greg, with a hyper start this time, 50 meter on deck. That means we can threaten the triple sheep.
We even need it is the question. SBA can definitely KO on this routing.
Kobe, can you pick my lottery numbers next time? Because that was you seeing into the future.
Look, if I could pick the lottery numbers, there would be signs.
Well, this is definitely a great sign for Greg. Early round, and you can see them doubling down on that aggressive input. Now they're coming in, and that's what you don't want to do in City. Don't jump in on Greg. They're going to snipe you with a crouching H.
Yeah.
Spot dodge in. Catalina needs to be aggressive, but no. Raging Strike, we got enough for a double dip. I don't think we got enough on the meter.
Yeah. But the life total's so low for Incendiate now that chip's a factor, but the throw anything to the wall and see if it sticks. UDP blocked. And now game 5.
Greg has found the answer. There's definitely an ebb and flow to Greg's offense. We usually start hot, wait, then cool down, force Insigne to commit to a risky option, and then cash in. Not to mention, these enchanted swords are being negated by the sheep, meaning the sheep still is an answer on the table while the sword is negated.
Pokes are happening. They're coming in a flurry of enchanted lands. You Frozen Blade, spot dodge, 50 meter taken away from Incendia as now The 5U sends Incendiate to the wall. Brave counter blocked. Mash right after.
That's another thing that I've been noticing from Greg. They are more than willing to just mash on standing. Not to mention, Incendiate has been known to whip their dashing light far too many times, and Greg is ready for the punish. But Incendiate still getting a lot of mileage out of the throw.
Risky UDP there. The hop over finds a crouching counter hit. Incendiate, a little too late to the 2H.
No, Incendiate wants to press a button. They got to find a way to catch him. There's the jump in, and that was an option. They actually, Incendiate did the same thing in their previous game.
And this actually is going to be enough to just take the round away. One bad decision, all it takes.
Set point for Incendiate. Has the momentum from Greg stopped. Double, that's the thing. That's another thing that Incendiate's been doing. Double enchanted lances to get the whip punish situation. Neutral jump manages to find the tag, but the risky DP still decides to get money for Greg.
Uh-oh, though. MDP goes blocked, gets counter hit, punished, and over to the corner, which Incendiate just opts to Pharrell mash on Wake Up once more.
Greg has life. However, Incendiate has meter. There's the double enchanted lance one more time. Greg has not found an answer to that, still falling victim to it. You better be very careful. Don't be doing the sheep option because you know Incendiate will get the jump in. Will there be a whip punish?
With that trade, it's no longer the advantage. Incendiate a lot less options at 79% meter than you do at 100. This time was only one enchanted lands, no double.
There's the 2U that was whipped. Still, Incendiate finds the enchanted lance. They trade one more time. Hyper tense situation. Either player can die with a single combo. And you see Incendiate going for the reliable to throw, but still needs one more to close it out.
One last interaction. Chip is now a factor for Incendiate. The 2L checks the micro dash. Oh, final game, final round.
You could tell, I could tell that Incendiate was ready for that throw. Wanted to just clinch it in, but Anila, Greg mashing in for victory. There they clash one more time. The spot dodge did not fall for it, and now Incendiate stuck in that corner.
The run up throw, okay. We're taking advantage of potentially looking for everything else.
Turnabout's fair play. Miss space, too light. Coming in. There's the DP one more time. Greg has been doing nothing but solid keep out, and now they're staying in.
This is going to be a huge signal to Incendiate. You get one good option out, but if you make it something risky, you get counter hit close range punished, you are dead.
We've seen Incendiate obliterate 60% of the life of an opponent, getting much impressive kills. Here we go, big dash in. This is not going to get killed, but we're going to not only make a good amount of hurt, we are going to have enough for another set of enchanted swords.
Yeah, and now Greg can't get a counter hit because this is going to actually be a huge comeback for Incendiate. The kill confirm is possible here with optimal routing. Is it available for Incendiate?
It's not impossible.
Yes, it is. No!
Oh, I was about to say it was inevitable, but it just needed one more interaction. But one thing I really wanted to point it out was, did you see what caused Greg to be opened up? It was a shimmy. As it was a shimmy, Incendiate was doing so many throws, and the one time Greg went for the deck, Greg died.
It's very good effort there from Greg. Almost had it. But Incendiate was just able to snowball, kick every single domino, the legs from the table all fell apart just in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, Greg fought valiantly, highly adaptable offense, and we were seeing even Greg managing to use the 2H, managing to get the anti-airs, and even incorporating throws in their offense. However, Incendiate just had a lot more damage and just bigger and better steamroll potential, and that is why Incendiate is moving in to grand final still. Give our flowers to Greg. They might be, moving on to greener pastures, but we were entertained with their defensive Anelia play.
Moving on to greener pastures of sleep. Hopefully.
Yes. Definitely be a late match. Welcome everybody here, all 78 viewers of you. We are so grateful that we have now arrived at Grand Finals for Curry Cup 49.
Oh, it looks like we are joining somebody else's room.
We are joining Incendiate's room. Last set, I was informed that at the end of the set, once it was done, that there was some lag issues. So I'm trying to jump the gun on him this time, and we're gonna test it and see what we can do.
So now if there's issues with lag, we can just blame it on Incendiate and Junior Jam.
We can't. We could just blame it on both of them. Now, for
No.
people who don't,
It's gonna be a little bit more complex than that, and it sucks because I love grand finals connection issues.
but connection
But-
issues.
Well, we can just decide this. The EU special, Connect 4.
While
What?
we are waiting, let's go ahead and remind everybody at home how this works. If you haven't seen a grand finals before, Junior Jam is on the winner's side, so they only need to win 3 sets. Meanwhile, Incendiate, because they're in the loser's bracket, will need to win 3 sets to reset the tournament, then win another 3 sets in order to take this.
I think you mean matches, because goddamn, I'm not doing 3 sets of first to 3.
My bad. Matches.
Thank you, Greg. Good
Thank you,
stuff.
Greg. Greg, thank you. Amazing Anelia play. Kopi and I were over the moon with how you were adapting.
People can't jump in on you. It's good to know for whenever I inevitably fight you again.
Will you jump in? Will you jump and think like, I got it this time?
I will inevitably try to flip Greg, and I'll get 2H'd anyway, and I'll stop it immediately.
That's right. You're Nomaya, aren't you?
I'm a Galleon. Well, I was going to be a Galleon player for the rest of June, but I decided to be stupid and cut my finger, so I'm no longer able to play. It'll be Narmaya from here going forward as a main, but Galleon is still there. Galleon is my counter pick, which is really funny because there's no winning matchup that I'm picking Galleon for. It is solely to make even matchups better or turn matchups into even.
I mean, come on. Just do your big hand stuff and grab people. I'm just kind of sad at myself that I love Lowain so much because I thought I would be a gun guy. Name escaped me. Late night.
Eustace?
Yeah, I thought I'd be a Eustace main, especially close quarters and charge inputs.
Maybe testing. Maybe
We are
might
testing.
be your style. I mean, she got guns.
She does, but she doesn't have charge inputs.
True.
That's why I wanted to play Eustace because of charge inputs.
We
so
love
this is-
a good charge input character.
This is a run back from Winners Finals. Incendiate got in trouble with both a block DP and misspaced dashing lights. Meanwhile, Junior Jam found the answer in Lowain's dashing light, which is a really good dashing light.
Yeah, both these characters have good. I mean, Catalina's is definitely better, but they're
it's
both
also-
really good.
They're both great, except Catalina's is a bit stubbier. Remember, Lowain sticks out that full boot. Now, things to look out for, obviously, Junior Jam as Lowain, 50 meter, that's when the tempo changes. Bro Wheel and Awesome Sauce as openers, but also run heavy for the side switch. Meanwhile, Incendiate is just so good with their dashing lights and Enchanted Sword.
668 whiffing, but not punished. The DP works, and Incendiate's found the corner to be a pretty nice spot to put Junior Jam in.
A lot more aggressive, and this is the second time we've seen Incendiate dip into the DP. One for combo and one for anti-air. And there's the opening that Incendiate's looking for. They are on the loser's side, so they want to win fast.
Yeah, definitely want to win before that fatigue sets in. Junior Jam, though, knows that last set, once the distance in winners finals, a 3-1 took quite a lot out of both players. And it's going to definitely advantage Junior Jam.
And we're seeing Insinuate going to the well with the Enchanted Lance a lot more ever since they were fighting Greg. BC takes him out, but still Sammy and Tommy will force Insinuate to stay in the corner.
Double 2U? Are we Gordo?
Well, we're definitely not waiting for it.
And that should be a nice, simple kill from Junior Jam. Just going to end it off. The U Harry.
Perry's been pretty good, but that 2U, that double 2U, those are the kind of party tricks that, you know, work once but will rarely work again, hopefully. However, when it comes to a party trick, the Enchanted Lance as a whip punish has been doing so well for Insinuate.
Oh, the throw gets shimmied.
There's the 2U. Catbot is blocked, but that will at least give Junior Jam some much needed space out of the corner.
Light wall on the 6-6H, one of the few things in this game that can be consistent at stopping Lowain 6-6H.
Yeah, the belly flop has been Junior Jam's go-to way of making a side switch, so that he's been pretty they're being pretty predictable with it.
Catches with the low. Won't be able to find a kill this combo routing, but it can find some extra health, maybe some extra meter, back up to 50, and extra health, and the counter hit. And Junior Jam just got everything.
As Kopi rightfully point out, because of the eating and the 50 health, 50 meter, that meant if Insinuate were to survive, we had another mix-up on the table.
Nasty.
Lowain eating for a little bit of a reset. Dash back Sammy and Tommy, and this belly flop. That's going to be really hurt for Insinuate. Full damage, Kopi.
Yeah, this is gonna put Insinuate within a range where throw is going to put you to chip out, if not actually just kill outright. Speak of the devil.
Into chip. I'm telling you, you need to pick my lottery ticket numbers.
Look, maybe I can tell you what horse to bet on.
Oh, is it El Paso Condo?
No. Oh,
Double Enchanted Lance situation. Block was whipped. Here's the belly flop. This time's not punished. The dashing light took out the guys, but not the bro wheel.
oh, too close to bait out the UDP, but it's fine. Gets the parry. Yeah, Junior Jam just gonna return this to a nice, calm neutral, as calm as Lowain can be.
Dashing light finds the mark into the ultimate awesome sauce, putting us in the corner. We don't have a lot of meter to play with, so we're just gonna have to. We're gonna run away at full screen.
Yeah, try and build some time to get the stocks back. Immediately it uses two of them. Just awesome sauce and parry remain.
Meters online. Still though, even with this big amount of damage, Insinuate will not be able to take the round. So Junior Jam will have another chance to play to get the kill. Insinuate, I wonder what they're gonna do. I could see them staying back. No. Oh, they bait it, and this is where things get really bad.
Yeah, you're gonna have to gamble on some spot dodges, and the low catches Incendiate out. Junior Jam now up 2-0 on the cusp of taking the entire Curry Cup.
Insinuate played for time, let their resources build, and pretty much had a checkmate situation. The missile's doing a little bit of anti-air, not the best, but there's the heavy awesome sauce one more time with Sammy and Tommy, and here we go, putting a little bit of that blue stuff on them, and now we're in the corner. This is exactly what Lil Wayne wants. He wants you in the corner with 50 meters, so when you do something like a whip dashing light, they're there to capitalize.
You, Frozen Blade, able to stop the 6-6H, but there's such a huge life total advantage in the 2M. Flames are round, set point, tournament point even. Junior Jam on the cusp of taking it all.
Junior Jam showing us why meter management is so key when you're a Lil Wayne player. You're able to represent so many options.
Speaking of so many options, just throwing more and more options on the screen, taking advantage of everything that is available, but Incendiate still able to stay calm and find a conversion. The advantage must be continued. A 2L mash out of the corner. Huge for Junior Jam's side switch combo online as well.
And we still got 50 meter, Kobe. We could do it again.
Good old you, Catbot. Get over to the other corner for the low price of 50 meter. And that is your tournament. Junior Jam wins grand finals with a 3-0, leanly taking it.
Junior Jam definitely be feasting. We just saw a lot of really good positioning, waiting for tokens to be off of cooldown, giving ourselves situations where we can eat food, putting ourselves close to that 50% meter. And then when we have 50% meter, we're either using Bro Wheel or we're using Ultimate Awesome Sauce to bring our opponent to the corner. Junior Jam shows us why Lil Wayne is a menace, and now they are Curry Cup number 49 champion. Great job, Junior.
Yeah. I'm gonna be so real. Normally we would yap a bit and talk more stuff about stuff. It's 10:35 and I need to be up and go to work myself at like 6. So I gotta be like awake at like 5:30. So I'm tired. We're getting out of here. Do you two have any pluggables you want to plug?
Captain No
Pray
Fun.
for me to get comms at VSF. That's it.
Pray for me. Hopefully, I would love to get comms at CEO, but thank you very much, Kopi, and thank you very much, Aaron, for having me here.
Okay. I will keep everyone up to date on Curry Grand Prix. It will take a little bit longer, but we will get there when we get there. We're going to raid Tampa Never Sleeps. I'm sorry this is taking long. I'm tired. I want to go to bed.
Oh, yeah, you're
You know what? Nope, that's the
you're
end of the
employed.
broadcast. Thank you all so much for joining us, and we will see you next week for Curry Cup 50 with $50 and a match Reno. So that's like 50 codes. So it's serendipity. Hope he hit me with a dad joke, and I'm pissed. Good night. Bye-bye.